a great time playing catch on the field before the game on Father's Day.
Hello and welcome back to Victoria General's 2020 baseball. A bit of a weird season here due to COVID-19, but tonight the team will intersquad against each other with Coach Oros coaching the white team in the white jerseys and Coach McMurtry coaching the team in the red jerseys. First, the starting lineup for the home team, Coach Oros leading off and playing shortstop Trey Richardson, batting second, playing second base Jonathan Tapia, playing center field Mike Williams, catching tonight Stephen Bonus, the designated hitter Tuffy Dornberg, batting sixth and playing left field Sam Haley, playing third base Brian Aguilar, first base Luke Cole, and rounding out the right fielder Warren Laster. And the starting pitcher tonight for the Generals will be Zack Smith. However, pitchers will mostly be pitching one inning. We'll also see a few minor league guys out there. Now it'll be Patrick with the red team.
What's going on, guys? We have Peyton Robertson leading it off for Coach McMurtry, Caleb Molly in the 2-hole, Wes Pulse in the 3-hole, Brandon Broughton in the 4-hole, Reese Johnson batting fifth, Hobbs Price in the 6-hole, Ambrin Voltic batting seventh, Bryce Brazafi, and then Jacob Terwilliger closing it out.
Now batting for the red team, Peyton Robertson, who lines one into center field, and Mike Williams is going to track that one down. A big start there. Peyton Robertson almost finding extra bases, but Mike Williams is able to track it down in center for out number one. One pitch, one out here for Zack Smith.
Yeah, Caleb Molly and Peyton Robertson both played for us last season, and they did really good. We're really glad to have them back this year.
Yeah, so a little bit about what's going on here for these first 2 weeks of the season. The team will be playing inter-squad games as well as some competition against some local and out-of-town select teams. That will be taking place Saturday and Sunday as the pitch from Zack Smith nearly hits Caleb Molly for ball one.
Yeah, that pitch got away from Zach right there. He should be able to bounce back pretty quick.
Zack Smith, also a returning player from the Generals' 2019 season, which fell a bit short in the first round of the playoffs, losing to the Twins, looking to have a bounce back year here. As the 1-0 pitch misses downstairs for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes now to Caleb Molly.
Yeah, Caleb Molly and Zack Smith, both key parts in last year's awesome second half of the season where the Generals finished out on the top of it.
The 2-0 pitch from Zack Smith is in there for strike one, moving the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. We also posted something on our Twitter page. We're trying some different things with the broadcast this year, and we'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Trying a little bit of a different camera angle, hopefully a better view for you guys as well. As that 2-1 pitch misses inside for ball 3, 3 balls, 1 strike. But if you guys could hit us back on this YouTube link in the comment section, or DM us on Twitter, tag us on Twitter, we'd love to hear what you have to say, and we'll do whatever we can to make this experience as good as we can for you guys. As that pitch misses outside, ball 4, and Caleb Molly does what he does best, and he gets on base.
Molly right there didn't look too happy to take a walk. He wants to swing away right now in these inner squads.
A lot of these guys are playing, or actually everyone is playing for the first time in a long time, so I know there's some nerves, a little bit of anxiety, ready to swing the bat, play some baseball since we've had such a delay. And, man, we're happy to be back on the field.
Now up steps Wes Pulse. He played at Sam Houston State this fall and spring, and right up to the Generals.
So that first pitch from Zack Smith, a good slider for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. Another thing we're doing a bit different this year is we're not going to have the score and the balls and strikes on our screen. So if we aren't telling you guys enough, please let us know. We're trying our best. So the 0-1 pitch misses downstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike here to West Pulse. Caleb Molly on first base. The 1-1 pitch misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike as Zack Smith, after getting a 1 pitch, 1 out to Peyton Robertson, struggling here to find the strike zone.
Yeah, and Brandon Broughton on deck, looking to get some RBIs real quick in this Intrasquad.
2-1 pitch in there on the outside corner, strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. And we will be playing 10 innings tonight, as Coach Oros and Coach McMurtry want to be sure that they can see everybody. Because I don't know if I've mentioned, but the 2-week period in which we're going to be playing different teams of that nature is going to actually be a tryout, and only 30 players will be on the travel team. As that pitch from Zack Smith missed outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes to count. Would not be surprised to see Caleb Molly in motion here from first base. Molly takes off. The pitch is roped into right field. That could be trouble, and it gets down in front of the right fielder. Kicks off. Caleb Molly on his way to third, in there easily. And West Pulse has the first hit of the Victoria Generals 2020 season with a line drive to right field. 2 on, nobody out now, as Brandon Broughton is going to step into the plate. And as Patrick said, he's got a great RBI spot here.
Yeah, Brandon Broughton, the 6'1", 220 infielder from Wharton Junior College, is going to see if he can get something going for this team, McMurtry.
Zack Smith in a little bit of trouble here. We'll see if he can get a ground ball and get out of it. As he comes set, and the first pitch swung on, fouled back, strike 1. Good start there for Zack Smith, who's been utilizing that slider early and often in counts here.
Hobbs Price waits on deck.
A lot of familiar faces and a lot of new faces this season for the Generals. It'll be exciting, especially for us, to see all these newcomers and the oldcomers and see how they mesh together to hopefully make a great 2020 team. So 0-1 pitch is in there on the outside corner, frozen. Perfect pitcher's pitch there. No balls, 2 strikes now to Broughton, as he's got to try to put something in play here. Score a run for Team Red / Team McMurtry.
Yeah, well said, Justin. That ball did look to be a little bit outside, but we're all getting better here. We're all trying to knock a little bit of the rust off, so the umpires.
The 0-2 pitch, a little excuse me swing there by Broughton, but he gets just enough to foul it off. The count will remain no balls and 2 strikes.
Broughton starting at first base tonight for Team McMurtry, as well as the rest of the star-studded infield.
Big lead over there at first base for Fultz as the 0-2 pitch now from Zack Smith. Taken, ball 1. That looked right down the middle from where I'm sitting. I am a little high up. Broughton, I think, thought he got rung up there, but the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes as Zack Smith will look to get him out right here.
Yeah, that ball must have been just a little bit low. Maybe the catcher didn't frame it right. Could have been any number of things right there.
The 1-2 pitch misses downstairs and a little bit outside as Broughton's even the count back up here. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
What do you think you're going to see here right now if you're Broughton?
If I'm Broughton, I'm thinking slider right here, but then again, Zack Smith's got a fast fastball. You can't be sitting on the off speed as the runner takes off, and Broughton swings and misses at a 2-seam fastball for strike number 3. Fultz does take second on the play. That's now 2 outs, 2 on here for Hobbs Price.
Okay, let's see.
Just kidding. That'll be Reese Johnson stepping to the plate, who's returning for, I believe, his third season on the Generals. Reese, a great guy. I got to meet him a few times. We'll see if he can come up clutch here for the red team and drive in a couple runs, get them the early lead. Zack Smith, on the other hand, looking to get out of this first inning with no damage done. Up to 17 pitches now. Zack will only be pitching this inning tonight. And the first pitch is in there for strike number one. Reese Johnson not ready for the heat there. No balls, one strike now.
Now, Judson, what are you thinking that Reese Johnson is thinking right now? What is his mindset right now?
All he's got to be thinking is, well, you want to say he's thinking he'd put it in play, but I know Reese, and he wants to get a base hit, an extra base hit, drive in these 2 runs. You definitely want to make the position players make the play, but Reese is looking for a gap right here. So the 0-1 pitch misses inside a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count. And the 1-1 pitch now from Zack Smith. Fastball grounded to the first baseman. Slides, makes a nice play, steps on the bag. For out number 3. That was Luke Cole making the play over there to end the inning. So we head to the bottom half of the first inning. The red team was able to put some runners on, but nothing to come of it. We'll be back for the bottom half of the first in just 1 minute.
Welcome back, Generals fans. Zach Lee on the mound, the right-hander out of Texas State. Also a little homegrown talent. He's from Victoria East High School, where I got to know him a little bit his senior year.
He will face for the white team Trey Richardson, Jonathan Tapia, and Mike Williams. Trey Richardson steps into the plate, wearing number 4, and he attends the University of Baylor.
The pitch from Lee. Fouled off straight back. Zach Lee does have a little bit of a heater, as he was a Texas State walk-on, just solely for that fastball. He started his career at Texas State as a relief pitcher, as the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Saw that hearty fastball right there.
It definitely looks like Zach Lee has got some juice in his fastball. Trey Richardson was way behind that one. We'll see what he comes with here.
Another fastball swung on and missed for strike number 3.
3 pitches and a strikeout for Zach Lee. You can't ask for a much better start after a long layoff. As he'll now face Jonathan Tapia, who's returning for his second season on the Generals. And as Patrick was mentioned earlier, the Generals had a big second half of the season, and Jonathan Tapia was a large part of that, playing in nearly every game in the second half of the season.
And that pitch gets Tapia on his elbow guard, it looked like, and that's not the start that you want after a strikeout. That's amazing.
No, a lot like Zack Smith, who got 1 pitch and 1 out. Zach Lee comes out, strikes out the first batter with 3 pitches, and then all of a sudden he's got a base runner. That's the game of baseball for you.
Absolutely. Tapia was kind of infamous for that last year, as he does tend to crowd the plate a little bit. Lee, thinking he was going to try and sneak something inside, just got away from him a little bit. As Mike Williams, the center fielder for the white team, steps in as the pitch from Lee is taken for strike number 1.
It looked like Jonathan Tapia had a good jump there, but it was a fake steal. I thought he was going to go. He might have had it, but the count moves to no balls and 1 strike.
Lee comes set. Tapia goes. The throw from Foles.
Not in time, and it skips into the outfield, and Tapia is going to try to take third. The throw is not in time. Great base running there by Jonathan Tapia as he snags second and then takes third as Bryce Versafi was not able to throw him out.
Yeah, that's going to go as an error on the catcher right there, but that's really not on him. The throw wasn't in time, but it wasn't a bad throw. Peyton Robertson just let the ball get under his glove as that ball swung on and fell off hard to the third baseline. The count goes 1-2.
And the white team in a bit of a same situation here as the red was in the top of the first inning. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. We'll see if Mike Williams can do what the red team couldn't and get a run across the board right here.
The pitch from Lee. Swung on and fouled straight back out of the stadium. Count remains 1-2, 1 out. 0-0 ball game so far tonight. Seen a lot of fastballs from Lee. Wonder if he'll mix it up with some off speed right here. The pitch from Lee. Slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. Count goes 2-2.
Jonathan Tapia's got a massive lead over there at third base. If the ball gets at all away from the catcher, Wes Foles, Tapia is scoring.
That ball is fouled off once again. Count remains 2-2.
Really nice at bat here by Mike Williams. Has fouled off some tough pitches. We'll see if he can put one in play and get the white team on the board here.
The pitch from Lee. Check swing. Umpire says no, sir. Count goes even at 3 balls and 2 strikes with 1 out right here.
Really quality at bat here from Mike Williams. Was down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Worked it all the way back full. We'll see what Lee has for him right here. I would guess fastball.
Fastball it is. It's flicked over to left field, but it gets down just a few feet foul.
Inches away from extra bases there by Mike Williams. He's just flicking his hands at this fastball, trying to get the barrel there. Really like the approach here from Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, the 6'4" outfielder from Texas A&M Corpus Christi, having a great at-bat right here.
And that might get the job done. And it says, as it's blooped out into left field, and it's going to get down in front of the left fielder, Caleb Molly. And Mike Williams works a long at-bat and ends it with a single to left field. Jonathan Tapia scores, and the white team's on the board here first, 1-0.
Yeah, as the pitcher right there, Zach Lee's just running out of stuff. He's throwing everything he had at him, and it just didn't work out in his favor in that time. And that brings up the catcher, Stephen Bonos. Another returner from last year. as that pitch from Lee misses downstairs for 1 ball, no strikes, as Williams looks to get another lead off first base.
Yeah, Jonathan Tapia was able to time up Zach Lee's delivery. We'll see if Mike Williams can do the same thing and try to swipe second here.
The pitch from Lee. Williams goes. The throw from Foles. Not in time. Safe at second base.
Yeah, this white team is getting some good jumps off of the pitcher Zach Lee right now. He tried to mix it up there a little bit, held it a bit longer. Mike Williams didn't get the greatest of jumps, but his speed was good enough to beat the throw of Wes Foles.
Big at bat for Stephen Bonus right here as Lee comes set. Delivers the pitch, and that's chopped to second base. The throw and the out. 2 down now for the white team here in the bottom of the first inning, as that brings up the left fielder, Sam Haley. Excuse me, the DH, Tuffy Dornberg.
And that play over there at second base was made by Ambrin Wojcik. And that'll be 2 outs now, bottom of the first. The white team leading 1-0. Mike Williams stands on third base, and Tuffy Dornberg will look to get a 2-out RBI here against Zach Lee.
The pitch from Lee misses upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Lee needs to settle down right here, just realize that he just needs to let the ball get hit, let his fielders do his work.
Let him make contact, let him make the plays.
Speaking of weak contact, a chopper back to Lee, and the out number 3. 1 across here for the white team in the bottom of the first. We'll be right back with the top of the second inning. Yes.
We got number 14, right fielder Hobbs.
Now batting for the red team, number 14, Hobbs Price, as he'll be facing the new pitcher, Jack Payne, a freshman from Louisiana Tech University.
Hobbs Price, another guy out of UTSA. We love to see it. That pitch misses up and in for ball number 1.
Jack Payne, a big right-handed pitcher. Looks like he can throw it pretty hard. We'll see if he can find the strike zone. Was struggling to find it a bit in the warm-ups as he misses upstairs to Price. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing a lot of what we saw during the warm-ups. A lot of up and in from the pitcher.
As that 2-0 pitch from Jack Payne misses downstairs for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Not the start you want here. We'll see if he can battle back against Hobbs Price, as I'm sure he's taking all the way right here. And the 3-0 pitch from Payne is in there for strike 1. There we go, Jack. 3 balls, 1 strike, now the count.
Yeah, that was a big pitch right there for the pitcher. Let's see if he can do it again, come back in the strike zone right here.
And 3-1 pitch is swung on and ripped over the shortstop Richardson's head. Left fielder cuts it off nicely, and Hobbs Price is a leadoff single here to start off the top of the 2nd inning.
That's going to bring up the second baseman for the red team for tonight, Ambrin Voltic, who made that nice play on the chopper last inning for the 2nd inning last
inning.
We'll see if Jack Payne can work out of some trouble here. Hobbs Price with a decent-sized lead over there at first base. We'll see if he has any intention of trying to steal on catcher Stephen Bonus, as that pitch misses way outside for ball 1. 1-0 your count.
Saw a little slide step action from Jack Payne right there. Let's see if he mixes it up again and goes with a more traditional stance.
That pitch is swung on and fouled straight back. Wojtek right on that one, just missed it. Count evens up here, 1 ball, 1 strike.
7 pitches already for Payne. Let's see if he can settle down a little bit, get a ground ball right here, see what can happen.
Talking to Jack before games even started, I know he's a bit anxious to get out there and throw. Only having played in 3 or 4 games at Louisiana Tech, he's just ready to get back on the mound. As that pitch misses upstairs for ball 2, 2 balls, 1 strike. And you have to remember, these guys aren't for certain making the team, so there is a little bit of nervous energy on the field tonight, knowing that not everybody's going to make this travel team.
Absolutely. Well said, Judson.
So that 2-1 pitch is swung on, foul tipped into the catcher's gloves. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know, like everybody else on this team, you gotta wonder what your place is. You're thinking about if you do well today and this weekend, how it's gonna affect you if you have a bad game and things like that.
It's a very different feel with the training camp style. As the 2-2 pitch now from Payne, swung on, popped up. That's going to get out of play as Wojtek's able to stay alive here. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Voltic steps in again. See if he can put something in play right here. Get something started for the red team.
And the 2-2 pitch from Payne. Misses just downstairs, ball 3. Wojtek's work the count full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And we'll see if the red team does what they did in the first inning and sends the runner from first on a 3-2 count. And the 3-2 pitch. Runner's not going. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. I thought that was a lot closer than they made it out to be.
Yeah, that looked like in MLB The Show when you check swing and you almost for certain when they go down to check on the umpire, it's almost for certain not going to be a swing.
I really like the way that Wojtek sold it right there. He gave the umpire no choice but to tell him that he walked because he was already at first base by the time the infield umpire said He did not swing.
No, batting as a hitter, Bryce Rosati.
Bryce Rosati steps in. And Bryce Rosati looking to get something to put it in the gap right here, score a couple of runs, extra base hit.
Payne looking to settle in here. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Not the situation he wanted to be in. As the first pitch looked to be a big curveball there, misses downstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Rosati, the DH right now for Team McMurtry, I'm sorry. As the 1-0 pitch. He's got to be sitting dead red right here. Get something that he can lift into the gap.
That 1-0 pitch from Payne. A fastball that misses up and in, ball 2. And that's been Jack Payne's problem so far tonight. Hasn't been able to get ahead of hitters. They know he's about to throw a fastball here. We'll see if Grzafi's on one. As Patrick said, Grzafi is the designated hitter right now. As the innings progress, he will see time behind the plate tonight. As that 2-0 pitch misses down and in, ball 3. And this is not looking good for the white team. 3 balls, no strikes now to Grzafi. Runners on first and second, nobody out. White team leading 1-0.
Payne right now already at 15 pitches and a 3-0 count. Back-to-back times where he's gotten to the 3-0 count. He needs to come back right here with something strong, get back in the zone.
He was able to get back in the zone against Hobbs Price. We'll see if he can do the same here to Grzafi. That's a 3-0 pitch. Misses upstairs, ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk now to Bryce Grzafi.
And that brings up Jacob Terwilliger.
With the bases loaded and nobody out. Not the situation the white team wants to be in. We'll see if Jack Payne can work his way out of this. Would be very, very impressive.
Absolutely, Judson. Definitely a high-pressure situation. If you're up on the mound, you feel like the whole world's out there looking at you right now. And, well, you guys are. You're watching him on the mound right now. Fans in the stands are watching him. Everybody's got his eyes on him. He's got to handle this pressure right here.
The first pitch now to Jacob is a fastball, misses up and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Jack Payne missing a lot on his arm side. Maybe it's a bit of that nervous energy. He's trying to throw it a bit too hard instead of just spotting up. We'll see if he can figure something out here as the 1-0 pitch misses down and out, ball 2. Bit better of a spot there. We'll see if he can get it up just a bit.
Yeah, and for that 18th pitch, that was now 6 straight balls for Payne. He's got to figure it out, get back in the zone right
here. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball in there on the inside corner, strike 1. That's what we're accustomed to seeing from Jack Payne as he gets one in there. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count.
Terwilliger, the 5'10" righty out of Bucknell University.
He sees a 2-1 pitch here from Jack Payne that's in there on the outside corner. A nice pitch. Jack Payne looking like a different man out there on these last 2 pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now the count. Still nobody out here in the top of the 2nd inning. White team leading 1-0.
Yeah, Terwilliger didn't seem to like that call too much, but Payne seemed to love it.
As that 2 ball and 2 strike pitch misses outside for ball 3. We've got a full count here, bases loaded, nobody out. A big pitch here for Jack Payne. I can't imagine Coach Orris is going to stick with him too much longer if he walks him here. We'll see if he can make a big pitch. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, strike 3. Jack Payne comes back from back-to-back walks to strike out Jacob Terwilliger for out number 1, as that brings up Peyton Robertson for his 2nd at-bat of the game.
Yeah, and Peyton, a huge part of our success last season. Back at it again with the Generals this year. We're hoping to see great things out of him once again.
Big spot here for both Payne and Robertson. Bases loaded, only 1 out, as Jack Payne's ready to deliver the first pitch of the at-bat. It's a curveball. Nice block back there by the catcher, Bonus, as the count moves to 1 ball and no strikes.
Payne settled back in after that, during that last at-bat. Let's see if he can get back to throwing some strikes right here. Maybe let his defense make a play.
As that pitch skips by Bonus, and Hobbs Price with a nice read is going to get in there to score the first run of the game for the red team. Both base runners move up, and after the strikeout, Jack Payne throws a wild pitch there, and the red team, gets on the board. We're tied 1-1, and Peyton Robertson sits in the hitter's count here, 2 balls and no strikes.
Good spot here if you're Peyton Robertson. You're ahead in the count. You just got to sit back, try and flick something the other way, and that's going to score 2 runs for sure.
Peyton should be getting a fastball here all the time. And he does, and he chops it to the third baseman. He's going to make a play at home. Perfect throw in time for the second out. What a play over there by the third baseman, Brian Aguilar. He knew where he was going with that ball right when he got it. Gets the runner, Wojtek, at the plate. Wasn't really even close. And now Jack Payne can work his way out of this messy inning with just giving up 1 run if he can retire number 2, Caleb Molly, up for the second time tonight after he was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Caleb Molly, another returner like we said last time. Let's see if he can get something going, get a little 2-out rally started for this red team right here.
And the first pitch from Payne, the runner from second takes off. He's in there easily without a throw. Nice base running there by Jacob Terwilliger. That was Bryce Grazafi with the nice base running there. He picked up on Jack Payne's delivery and how he liked to do it. Swipes third without a throw, and now Caleb Molly's got 2 in scoring position, 2 outs here, and a big spot for the red team. That pitch from Payne hits the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count.
That's a good sign right there if you're Jack Payne. Way to come back after the runner stole on you. Now you're coming back from the full again. You have time to compose yourself.
And the 1-1 pitch from Payne. Curveball swung on, blooped into left field. That's going to get down and score 2 runs. The throw from the left fielder is not in time, just a bit late. Caleb Molly takes second. Great heads-up base running there by Caleb Molly as the throw from the left fielder came all the way home. He never stopped. Made it to second base, and now he stands in scoring position after knocking in 2 runs there off Jack Payne, giving the red team a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, heads-up base running there by Peyton Robertson. As he was gone as soon as that ball made contact. He almost caught Bryce Gazafi over there at third base.
As that'll bring up number 41, Wes Foles, who had the first hit of this Intrasquad back in the first inning. We'll see what he can do here off Jack Payne, who was this close to getting out of the inning with just giving up 1. Now it's time to buckle down and get out of the inning as his first pitch skips up there, not close, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
Yeah, not the start you wanted if you're Jack Payne. Over 25 pitches now with 3 runs in and another runner on with another scoring opportunity for this red team.
And the 1-0 pitch misses upstairs and gets by the catcher, Stephen Bonus. That's going to go down as a pass ball. And we'll move Caleb Molly up to third. 2 balls, no strikes now. As Wes Foles will look to extend the red team's lead here as they've had a big second inning, scoring 3 runs, and they're not done yet. A runner on third, 2 outs.
Yeah, Bonus looked like he just took his eye off that one. It was a little peculiar. He seemed to think he caught it for a second there.
As that pitch from Jack Payne, a perfect one on the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count. Jack Payne shakes off Bonus here, and the 2-1 pitch Looks like another fastball. This one misses downstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Wes Fultz. And we know he likes to swing ahead in the count here. Would not be surprised to see him get a fastball and rip one right here.
Absolutely. If you're Wes Fultz right here, you're definitely sitting dead red, seeing if you can get something that you can drive.
As that pitch from Jack Payne, a good pitcher's pitch there. Fultz swings, fouls it into the catcher's glove. As the count runs full here, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And this will be the 34th pitch of the inning for Jack Payne, and we'll see if it'll be his last, if he can retire Wes Fultz here. And the 3-2 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3. A little bit of emotion there from Jack Payne as he's able to escape any further damage. And we head to the bottom of the second inning, red team leading 3-1. And we are back here in the bottom of the second inning. And it'll be Caleb Cannon getting the mound here for the red team.
Yeah, the 6'4", 215 right-hander out of Sam Houston State looks to shut down this white lineup.
Now batting for the white team, the left fielder, Sam Haley.
The pitch from Cannon, way inside, but Haley was swinging anyway, protecting himself a little bit right there as that ball was fouled way down the first baseline.
That looked like a swing from a guy that knew a fastball was coming, just was hoping it was going to be in the strike zone. Unfortunately for him, it was a way inside. Still was able to get a piece of it. No balls, 1 strike to count.
And the pitch from Cannon is another fastball, swung on and missed for strike number 2. That first swing, he did a great job right there by keeping his hands inside the baseball and not giving the pitcher his thumbs right there.
Caleb Cannon coming out throwing some lasers here, 2 fastballs. And there's a third one that misses upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to count.
Fultz and Cannon, teammates up there at Sam Houston State, they seem to have a pretty good chemistry so far as Cannon shakes off Fultz and delivers the 0-2. Swung on and fouled off. Fultz couldn't hang on to it as that ball, or as the count remains 1-2. I'm sorry.
Sam Haley was just able to get enough of that one to stay alive, and we'll see if he can make that count here. Still behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Sam Haley comes to us from the University of New Orleans as the pitch from Cannon misses inside for ball number 2. 2-2 goes the count.
Really like that pitch there from Cannon. Got to keep Haley honest on the inside corner. Nearly frozen right there at the knees, just a bit inside.
Cannon shakes off Fultz again, and he delivers the 2-2. Fastball pops straight up out of play. Count remains 2-2.
Nice at bat here from Sam Haley. Fouled off a few tough pitches. We'll see if he can stay alive and be the first base runner of the inning for the white team.
Cannon delivers the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike number 3 as Fultz throws it around for out number 1.
That was a nasty pitch there from Caleb Cannon. Looked like a changeup that just fell right off the table. Haley had no chance, and that'll be out number 1. Now batting for the white team is the third baseman, Ryan Aguilar.
Yeah, that was a nasty changeup right there, Judson. The bottom just fell out of his. Cannon gets his sign and delivers the 0-0. Outside fastball for ball number 1. 1-0 goes the count with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning.
Aguilar coming to us from Marshall University.
The pitch from Cannon is a fastball that's in there for strike number 1. 1-1 goes the count, 1 out here as the red team leads the white team 3-1 in the bottom of the second inning. Cannon gets his sign and delivers the pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back for strike number 2. 1-2 goes the count.
Yeah, so far Caleb Cannon has been blowing this fastball by the hitters. The hitters haven't been able to catch it out in front, mostly behind as Aguilar was right there and fouled it straight back. We'll see if Cannon goes with an off-speed here or sticks with that fastball.
Cannon looks in, starts his windup, and the pitch. Slider slapped up to center field as the center fielder, Terwilliger, gets that for out number 2.
Interesting pitch selection there from Caleb Cannon, as it looked like the slider allowed Aguilar to make some solid contact on that one, right to the center fielder for out number 2. However, so great start here by Caleb Cannon, and he'll face the first baseman, number 12, Luke Cole, with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, he just capped that one. He was expecting a fastball all the way, as the pitch from Cannon is a fastball that is in the strike zone for strike number 1, excuse me.
There you go. You're getting the hang of it now.
Hey, we all got to knock off some rust, Judson. As that pitch from Cannon is a strike in about the same place. 0-2 goes the count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
Caleb Cannon really impressive so far on the mound. We'll see if he can cap off a 1-2-3 inning on this pitch here.
And he does. That's strike number 3. We're going to the top of the third inning. Red team looks to extend their lead. They lead 3-1 to the white.
We head to the top of the third inning, and pitching for the white team will be Chris Foster, who's actually here just to help the Generals out with some pitching. Is in the minor league system.
No, pitching, Chris Foster.
And it looks like he will be facing number 6, Brandon Broughton. And the first pitch from Foster's grounded hard to the third baseman, Aguilar, who makes a nice strong throw across for out number 1. One pitch, 1 out here for Chris Foster, as that'll bring up number 4, Reese Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Foster today going to get 2 innings of work here. Get a little bit more work than some of the other Generals players. As Reese Johnson steps in, looks to get something started, maybe extend this red team lead a little bit.
For those of you that have been with us a long time, we will also have Pedro Garcia pitching at some point tonight, so that should be entertaining. As that 0-0 pitch from Chris Foster misses just outside to Reese Johnson, 1 ball, no strikes to count. And the 1-0 pitch swung on, popped weakly into shallow left field. Looks like Trey Richardson going to call everybody off and make the play for out number 2. Great start here for Chris Foster. 3 pitches, 2 outs. As he'll face Hobbs Price here with 2 outs in the top of the third inning. A much needed inning here for the white team. After a rough top of the second, they're looking to go 3 up, 3 down here. And the pitch from Foster. Fastball just misses a little bit up, ball 1.
Yeah, this umpire zone is a little bit wide. That ball definitely missed up because we saw Wes Foles strike out on a pitch that was just a little bit lower than that.
That pitch hammered into left field way up in the jet stream. Will it stay fair? If it stays fair, it's gone. And it is. Goodbye, baseball. Hobbs Price with a no-doubt home run to left field. The only question about that one was it going to stay fair? And how far was it going to go? Hobbs Price extends the red team's lead to 4-1, and Chris Foster looked like he was having an excellent inning there. And just like that, Hobbs Price ruins that. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Abram Wojcik. Still 2 outs here in the top of the third. Red team now leads 4-1.
Yeah, absolutely, Judson. That ball definitely was gone off the crack of the bat, and Foster thought he was going to have a quick inning.
As that ball smacked by Wojcik out into deep center field, Mike Williams ranges back and is going to make the play over his shoulder. Very nonchalant there by Mike Williams, but what a play out there as that ball kept carrying. The red team does tack on a run on a solo home run by Hobbs Price. We head to the bottom half of the third inning, red team leading 4-1. Now on to pitch for the Generals. In the bottom half of the third inning, number 23, Derek Cervantes, who also happens to be my roommate. Great guy. Shout out there.
And Cervantes is going to be throwing to my roommate, Wes Foles. Another great guy. Shout out Wes.
Now batting the white team, Warren Laster.
Leading off here at the bottom of the third inning for the white team, Warren Laster.
Cervantes ate up a lot of innings last year as Cervantes delivers the 0-0. Fastball swung on and fouled off, but caught by Foles, able to hold on to it for strike number 1. The pitch from Cervantes looked low and inside for ball 1. 1-1 goes the count.
Derek actually got hurt at the end of the season last year, required surgery. Back and fully healthy. Got to pitch a little bit for UTRGV before Corona shut it down.
And that ball misses just upstairs. It looked pretty good from here. But nevertheless, the count goes 2-1 as Cervantes gets his sign, shakes off Foles, and now delivers his 2-1 pitch. Slider inside. Count goes 3-1. Cervantes really needs to come back right here.
We'll see if Derek can get right back in the strike zone here on a 3-1 pitch.
Cervantes gets his sign, starts his windup, and delivers the 3-1. His fastball swung and fouled off. Count goes full, 3-2.
Don't want to start any inning off with a leadoff base runner. We'll see if Cervantes can retire him right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes to count.
3-2 is the count, and the pitch from Cervantes. Fastball misses inside. That is a walk, and Cervantes starts the inning with a leadoff walk. It is 4-1 here in Victoria, Texas, with the red team leading.
And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, number 4, Trey Richardson, with a runner on and nobody out. We'll see how Cervantes responds here.
I expect Cervantes is going to respond fairly well, knowing what he did last year, especially with the runners on. And the pitch skips in there for ball number 1. 1-0 is the count. 1 runner on for Cervantes here in the bottom of the third inning. Justin, what do you think's going on with him?
Derek was telling me that the one thing that he wished he could have back in his first season at UTRGV was the walk numbers. He's trying to figure that out right now. We'll see if he can come back as the throw from Foles got him from his knees. Wow. Look at that. A slide step from Derek Cervantes. And Wes Foles from his knees throws out the base runner. What a play there.
That was an absolute cannon from the catcher. From his knees, had plenty of time for Peyton Robertson to get there. As Derek Cervantes looks to deliver the pitch. Changeup swung on and missed.
Bit of an excuse me swing there from Trey Richardson. Was thinking fastball all the way. Didn't get it. Swung and missed by a lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes, your count.
The pitch from Cervantes is taken upstairs for ball number 2. 2-2 goes the count with 1 out here. Cervantes gets his sign, shakes off Foles once, and delivers the 2-2. A fastball taken upstairs. Count goes full once again.
That pitch just missed. Derek wanted the call there. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. And the count runs full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Cervantes starts his windup and delivers the 3-2. A slider on the inside for strike number 3. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning for the white team. Let's see if Cervantes can get out of this with 1 more out.
Love that pitch selection there from Derek. Went right back to the same pitch that froze Richardson on the last one. This time spotted it up perfectly, got the call, strike number 3, and that's Derek's first strikeout here tonight.
It's 2019 General versus 2019 General with Jonathan Tapia at the plate, and Cervantes delivers the first pitch. That is a fastball, misses upstairs for 1-0. Red team leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the third inning.
We'll see if Derek can have a nice 1-2-3 inning with a little bit of help from his catcher, Wes Foles. As that pitch misses just inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have as much control as he did last season, and you got to think that his injury last year had something to do with that. As Cervantes delivers the 2-0, swung on and fouled off to right field, and it's not going to get caught. It's going to get out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, Derek's definitely still trying to work out some of the kinks after being off for such a long period of time, but he definitely likes to mix his pitches. He can throw any pitch in any count, and I think you'll see that here tonight.
The 2-1. It's a fastball that misses just inside. Count goes to 3-1. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a slider here from Cervantes, knowing how much he likes to throw that slider. The pitch from Cervantes is inside, and it's going to hit Tapia. Tapia gets hit by a pitch once again, and he is pretty well known at doing that, getting hit on the elbow guard once or twice.
Yeah, I do not believe that will be the last time you see Jonathan Tapia get hit by a pitch this summer. Super crowding the plate. A little bit of a check swing there, got him on the elbow guard, so I can't imagine it hurt too much. But that does put another runner on here for Mike Williams.
Tapia loves to steal bases. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go here. And he does. Not even close. Tapia had Cervantes timed up way too easily. Basically walked to second base before Cervantes even delivered the pitch. Foles had no chance, and that ball missed outside. Count goes to 1-0.
Yeah, Jonathan Tapia is an absolute menace on the base path. Can time you up pretty easily. As that pitch misses inside to Mike Williams, 2-0 now the count. But he did the exact same thing in the first inning to Lee. Did it there to Cervantes. We'll see how he responds now with the runner on second. Behind in the count here. Still 2 outs in the inning.
Cervantes gets his sign from Foles with the runner leading off second. Checks the runner at second once or twice and delivers the 2-0. And that's a slider that's going to be in there. 2-1 goes the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third.
It's just what I'm talking about right there. Mike Williams sitting dead red fastball on a 2-0 count, and Derek Cervantes puts a slider in there for strike 1.
The pitch from Cervantes is another slider that gets in the dirt, it looks like. Count goes to 3-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Cervantes is going to have to come back in the zone right here, see if he can get a ground ball for the third out.
And the 3-1 pitch from Cervantes. Fastball just misses off the outside corner, and Mike Williams going to trot down to first base with a 2-out walk here. Runners on first and second now, as that'll bring up the catcher Stephen Bonemoose for his second at-bat of the game.
Surprised he didn't get the call right there. We've seen the umpire expand the zone. It must have missed a little bit up. I'm not sure because it looked good from up here. But once again, we're not down there, and we don't have to make these tough calls. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third with runners on first and second. As Cervantes gets his sign from Foles. He comes set. Checks the runner at second. Looks him back and delivers the pitch. Missed inside for ball number 1.
You can see a little bit of frustration coming over Cervantes there, as that pitch looked to be good on the inside corner. This umpire getting a tighter and tighter zone as we move along here in this ballgame.
The 1-0 is in there for strike number 1. And we are losing papers. A little bit of a gust of wind in here. We're sorry about that, folks. As the 1-1 pitch from Cervantes. As Tapia goes, no throw from Foles, and that missed downstairs. 2-1 is now the count.
Tapia taking advantage right now of both the pitcher and the fielders not really paying that much attention to him. We'll see now what Derek can do here on a 2-1 count. That pitch is in there on the outside corner. Perfect pitcher's pitch. As the count evens up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, with the red team leading 4-1.
That was a really good pitch right there by Cervantes to get that call. And the 2-2 pitch is inside for ball number 3. Count goes full with 2 runners in scoring position and 2 out here in the bottom of the third inning.
George messed up.
Cervantes shakes off balls a couple times. It starts his windup for the 3-2. That is swung on and dribbled out to shortstop. Peyton Robertson makes a nice play and the pick from the first baseman Broughton. And that's going to do it here in the bottom of the third inning. No runs across for the white team. Score remains 4-1 in favor of red.
And we are back here in the top of the 4th inning. Red team leading 4-1 as it'll be Chris Foster back on the mound for the white team. He's one of a handful of pitchers that will get to pitch multiple innings tonight.
That's going to bring up Bryce Gazafi.
Chris Foster had a solid top of the 3rd inning, despite a Hobbs-Price solo home run, was able to work out of it pretty quickly. We'll see if he's back to his same old self, a bunch of strikes here. As this first pitch swung on, popped up in the infield, that's more like it. Second baseman falls him off and makes the play for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Chris Foster in the top of the 4th.
And that's going to bring up the center fielder for tonight's game on the red team, Jacob Jordan.
And that was Jonathan Tapia making the play out at second base. It's the first pitch now from Chris Foster. Misses downstairs for ball 1. 1-0 your count.
Yeah, and that home run last inning, it didn't even look like a mistake pitch. It looked like it was a good pitch, just better hitting. You can't even be too upset at that if you're Foster.
As Foster's 1-0 pitch misses just upstairs, ball 2. He hasn't done this yet. Ball behind in the count. He is here 2 balls, no strikes. And Foster's 2-0 pitch, fastball right on the outside corner, a perfect pitch. Count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike.
See if Terwilliger can start something here for the red team. Get a little insurance runs.
And the 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, a replica of the pitch before. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count, and Terwilliger can't do anything but just stare at those. 2 perfect pitcher's pitches here from Chris Foster.
2-2 count for Terwilliger. Definitely looking to put something in play.
That ball swung on, chopped down the third baseline. Coach McMurtry can't make the play, but it is foul, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's definitely an error on Coach McMurtry right there. He's got to come up with that. Got to square up his body. We need to see better, Coach.
You said it, not me. Chris Foster takes a second here before his 2-2 pitch to Jacob Terwilliger. And the 2-2 pitch. Fastball, ring him up, strike 3. 3 pitches in the exact same spot, and he can't do anything but look at him as Chris Foster strikes out Terwilliger here for the second out in the top of the 4th.
And that's going to bring up the shortstop, Peyton Robertson, who last year, as you guys may know, broke the General's stolen base record.
Peyton Robertson and Jonathan Tapia, absolutely great base runners, some of the best base runners I've had the pleasure of watching. As the first pitch from Foster, it looked like a changeup in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count, as Chris Foster looks to work a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 4th.
Foster doing a great job, being very efficient, always in the zone right here.
As that pitch hits the outside corner for strike number 2, he's figured out where this umpire likes to call strikes, and he's not doing anything but putting it right there. As he gets way ahead of Robertson here, no balls and 2 strikes.
Pitching Robertson backwards here, looked like a changeup in that first pitch, and then looked like a slider on that second one. See if he goes with a hard stop.
0-2, a slider capped, just foul, as Bonus is going to pick that one up in foul territory, and Peyton Robertson stays alive here. Still behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
Peyton Robertson can get on. He's going to do something dangerous with his speed. You got to always be aware of that if you're Foster right here.
And the 1-2 pitch from Foster. Peyton Robertson just able to get a piece of that fastball. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this is what we saw a lot out of Peyton Robertson last year. Just staying alive, doing whatever he can to get on base and use that speed to his advantage.
Peyton Robertson looked like he committed a little bit too early on that last one. It probably would have been a ball, able to hold on and foul off.
So that 1-2 pitch looked like another changeup. This one skips up there, and Robertson evens up the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Red team leading 4-1 over Coach Oros's white team.
And guys, let us know if you want to see anything different. We're trying a lot of new stuff tonight.
As Peyton Robertson rips that one into center field, Mike Williams nonchalantly slides over there again, makes everything look super easy out there in center field, and Chris Foster retires the side in order 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, red team leading 4-1. Now on the mound here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the red team, number 16, Brennan Smith. He will face Tuffy Dornberg here for the white team as they look to battle back into this one, trailing 4-1.
Brennan Smith, the former Victoria East product, the ace on that team for almost his entire high school career, currently pitches at University of Texas Arlington by way of Cisco College. As Smith comes set and delivers the 0-0. In there for strike number one. Red team leading 4-1 right now.
It's the first time I'm getting to watch Brennan Smith pitch, and that was a nasty two-seam there. Had a lot of movement. We'll see if that's his go-to here.
As that fastball misses downstairs for ball number one. 1-1 goes the count. Yeah, Brennan never really relied on his speed, more movement, location to get guys out. And he was fantastic at it in high school, as well as at the college level.
So that pitch, a big swing there from Tuffy Dornberg, comes up empty. Brennan Smith finds himself ahead in the count here, a 1 ball, 2 strikes. And just like Patrick said, we've seen nothing but two-seam fastballs, and you can see him move from up here. So you know they're moving a lot when you can see them from up here.
As Smith comes set and delivers the 1-2. Another fastball, a lot of movement, but it missed upstairs as the count goes 2-2.
We'll see if he's done nothing but fastballs here. We'll see if he mixes in a slider, if he wants to stick with the fastball.
And the pitch is a slider taken, ring him up, as that is going to be the first out of the inning for Smith. Definitely a good pitcher's pitch right there. Umpire's been calling that outside corner all day. Tuffy Dornberg didn't seem to like it too much.
And with that little not three quarters, but a little bit sidearm delivery there, that pitch looked like a frisbee. Froze Dornberg for out number 1. And that brings up the left fielder, Sam Haley, for his second at bat of the game.
Yeah, Brennan Smith definitely, he doesn't come completely over the top, and he's not quite a three-quarter or side armor. He definitely mixes up his arm slot as well as his pitches, as that pitch is lifted into the left field, and that's going to be an out for out number 2, as the left fielder, Caleb Molly, was able to come and get that one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Yeah, good read off the bat there by Caleb Molly. We've seen left fielders at Riverside Park historically have trouble picking up the baseball. Not for Molly there. And that'll bring up the third baseman, number 5, Brian Aguilar. 2 quick outs here for Brennan Smith. We'll see if he can work a 1-2-3 inning and keep the red team ahead as they are right now, 4-1.
As Smith comes set and delivers the pitch. Fastball inside. Aguilar dove out of the way right there for ball number 1. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
I definitely thought that hit him right there, but Aguilar, you can tell wants to hit. I think even if it did graze him, he'd still be standing in the box wanting to hit.
Absolutely. Brennan Smith definitely not afraid to go inside, as that pitch is grounded to Peyton Robertson over a shortstop, and the throw is in time for out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th inning with the red team leading 4-1.
And the pitch now for the white team is going to be number 44, Cameron Wheeler, who attends the University of Texas at Tyler. And he will face for the red team number 2, Caleb Molly.
Caleb Molly looks to fight for a starting position this year. A little bit more than making the team. We know what he can do, especially in the field and with the bat, honestly.
And tonight he's been on base both times with a walk and a 2 RBI single. We'll see what he can do here as the first pitch from Wheeler misses way upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 your count. And Wheeler's set and ready to deliver the 1-0 pitch. A fastball on the outside corner for strike number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Yeah, as Patrick was saying, Caleb Molly had a great season with the Generals until he unfortunately had to leave early due to a shoulder injury. He's got that all taken care of and is looking to be back playing for the Generals this summer as that pitch misses downstairs for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now your count.
Yeah, top of the 5th inning right here with the red team leading 4-1. See if they can add a little bit more and give themselves a little bit more room to play with.
And the pitch from Wheeler, fastball grounded right back to him. Good reaction time there. He's going to run it over, flip it to first base for out number 1. Tough luck there for Caleb Molly. Got a decent bit of that one. Good reaction there by Cameron Wheeler, and that's 1 out now in the top of the 5th.
And that's going to bring up the catcher for Team McMurtry, Wes Foles, wearing number 41, batting the 3-hole tonight, looking to get something started.
Now batting Wes Foles.
Yeah, Wes had the first hit of the night for either squad. We'll see what he can do here against Cameron Wheeler, who's able to retire the first man he faced. As that looked like a little bit of a late breaking, maybe a cutter, misses just inside for ball 1. 1-0 your count.
Yeah, Wes definitely looks like he can do it with both the bat and on the field as he threw out a runner earlier this game at second base from behind his plate on his knees.
He takes a fastball there from Cameron Wheeler outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And the 2-0 pitch from Wheeler, a fastball hit off the end of the bat to Aguilar over at third base as he makes a strong throw across the diamond for out number 2. And I gotta say, I'm really impressed with both sides. The defense so far, you know, it's been a while since a lot of these guys have got to get on the field trying to kick some of the rust off, but there doesn't seem to be much rust out on the field. At the plate, that might be a little bit of a different story as we've got 5 total hits here in the top of the 5th, as that's going to bring up number 6, Brandon Broughton. Cameron Wheeler looks to work a 1-2-3 inning here. And here comes the 1-0 pitch from Wheeler. Fastball misses downstairs, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to Broughton. Is a product of Wharton Community College, heading to St. Mary's in the fall. And the 2-0 pitch now from Wheeler. Fastball misses downstairs, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes now. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Red team still leading 4-1 over Coach Oros's white team.
It's everybody watching the stream. We definitely want to get y'all's feedback. Mention us in the comments. Do something. DM us on Twitter or something like that.
Yeah, if we can do anything to help improve y'all's viewing experience, please let us know, and we'll do anything in our capabilities to do that. As Brandon Broughton walks on 4 pitches, as Cameron Wheeler was really dealing here in the top of the 5th. 4 straight balls to Broughton brings up Reese Johnson, now wearing number 4 tonight. We'll see if the red team can get something going here with 2 outs. And the first pitch here from Wheeler looked like he tried to go with an off speed there. Doesn't break much and misses up and away for ball one. 1-0 your count. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball upstairs, ball two. And just like that, Wheeler's done 6 straight balls after retiring the first 2 hitters here in the 5th. We'll see if he can find that command again. Only behind 2-0. You got to think Reese Johnson's going to be hunting a fastball right here. We'll see if he's on time and can hit a gap. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball skips up there, hits Reese Johnson. He acts like it's nothing, heads down to first base. And the red team threatening here again. 2 on, 2 out. And that's going to bring up Hobbs Price, who's had himself quite a night already. Been on base twice, including a solo home run back in the 4th inning off of Chris Foster. A no-doubter to left field. The only question about it was if it was going to stay fair. We'll see what he can do here against Wheeler with 2 on and 2 out.
Yeah, not a great outing by Cam Wheeler. Great start, but he's having trouble finishing this inning. We got to see if he can get out of this really quick. As that ball misses upstairs, 1-0 goes the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Red team leading 4-1 with 2 runners on, looking to get a little bit more run support right here.
Wheeler set and ready to deliver the 1-0 pitch here to Hobbs Price. That pitch is a fastball. Thrown away by the catcher in the right field. Runner on second is going to move up to third, and that's going to send another runner up to second. Didn't look like the first baseman and the catcher were on the same page there. And that's going to go down as an error as Brandon Brodden's able to move up to third base. Reese Johnson follows him to second. And that's going to move the count to 2-0 on a dangerous hitter here, Hobbs Price.
I like the idea right there by the catcher, Bonus, but poor execution. Reese Johnson definitely would have gotten picked off with a better throw. Just got away from the first baseman and went into right field.
Yeah, those plays are always really tough because it's always about timing and they have to be on the same page. Right there, they weren't and went into right field. As that curveball misses upstairs, 3-0 now the count to Price. Doesn't look like Cam Wheeler wants anything to do with Hobbs Price after seeing what he did in the 4th inning.
Yeah, and if you're Wheeler, I don't know if you give him a pitch to hit right here with the base open and there already being 2 outs. I think you just kind of make him swing on your pitch.
That pitch misses upstairs. And Patrick and I are both going to get corrected here because somewhere in between these pitches he threw a strike. So the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike now. I guess on the pitch that he threw down to first base, he got the called strike. So 3-1's the count here to Price, and we'll see what he can do. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch is swung on and missed just a bit late there. The count runs full now for Wheeler. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Red team threatening to break this one open, already leading 4-1.
Yeah, full count right here. You don't want to miss over the plate. I think you want to throw something outside right here. If you're the pitcher, Cameron Wheeler, I think you want to throw something outside where the umpire's going to call it today.
And the 3-2 pitch misses. He tried to go there, Patrick, just missed a little too much, and Hobbs Price walks. And that'll load the bases now for Ambrin Wojtek. 2 outs here, bases loaded, top of the 5th. Wojtek has a really good chance here to break this game open. A ball in the gap, all 3 runs could score, and we'd be looking at a 7-1 ball game. Let's see what Wojtek has in store for us here. And Wheeler's set and ready to deliver the 0-0 pitch. Curveball, nice pitch there. Paints the outside corner. I cannot imagine that Wojtek was expecting that. After a walk, he comes with an off-speed curveball to a left-handed hitter. A perfect pitch there by Wheeler. And the count moves to no balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, I absolutely love that pitch if you're Wheeler. Great placement, too. Just frozen.
That pitch blooped into right center field. The right fielder charging on and is going to miss it. It's off his glove. I believe that's Warren Lasser out there in right field. hits off his glove, and 2 runs are going to score.
That's simple.
Tough play out there in right field. We're honestly not too sure who that was in right field. Sorry about that. We've got a bunch of different people changing and whatnot, and we do not want to discredit somebody there. So we're just gonna go with the right fielder. Tried to make a tough play there, was unable to hold on to it, and that's gonna bring 2 more runs across here for the red team as they extend their lead to 6-1. And that brings up Bryce Brazafi. Still 2 out, still 2 on here, 2 outs. Cam Wheeler, tough outing for him here as he misses upstairs for ball 1, 1-0 your count.
Yeah, it's really just more of an unfortunate situation for Wheeler. He got the first 2 outs really quickly, then a walk and then a hit batter, and that's really all it takes for a rally to get started in baseball.
The 1-0 pitch misses upstairs for ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes to count. And as Patrick was saying, this inning started with Cam Wheeler straight dealing, 2 up, 2 down. A few base runners get on in a play that doesn't go your way, and just like that, you give up 2 runs. We'll see if he can bounce back here. Behind in the count to Brazafi, 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball way outside ball 3. Brazafi hasn't seen one close this at bat, as he's way ahead in the count here. 3 balls, no strikes.
If you're Gazafi right here, you're taking all the way, definitely. After seeing everything that Wheeler has been throwing right now, I think you definitely take whatever you see.
We'll see if he agrees with Patrick as the 3-0 pitch is taken. This one in there for strike 1 as Wheeler gets back in the count here. 3 balls, 1 strike your count. As the red team now leads this one 6-1, top of the 5th inning. 2 outs for Cameron Wheeler as we'll see if he can retire Bryce Brazafi. As the 3-1 pitch misses way outside, gets away from the catcher. A little bit of confusion on the base pass. Decided not to test it, and the bases will remain loaded here.
Yeah, Hobbs Price didn't get a great read off of that, and ultimately that was the safe decision to just stay there, live to fight another day, than to risk getting thrown out at home for the last out of the inning. It is 6-1 right now in the top of the 5th inning with the white team down, trying to get out of this inning and get a fight at the bat rack going. And Jacob Terwilliger steps in a big spot for the red team.
And the first pitch here from Cameron Wheeler, a slider misses upstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
I think if you're the catcher, Stephen Bonin is right here, I think you definitely need to go talk to your pitcher right here. Settle him down, make sure his head's clear, and stuff like that. Get him settled back down to throw some strikes.
Cameron Wheeler misses low and out for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes now to count.
In a bases loaded situation like this, I think Terwilliger is definitely just trying to put something in play and make something happen. Put something hard on the ground or get it into the outfield somehow.
So that pitch misses way outside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes you count. We'll see if Cameron Wheeler is able to bounce back here.
But also, if you're Terwilliger, you definitely don't want to be too aggressive right here. You got to make Wheeler come to you after everything that's happened this inning.
And the 3-0 pitch. Fastball not close. A 4-pitch walk with the bases loaded will extend the red team's lead to 7-1, and it looks like Coach Oros is thinking about making a change here. I believe he's not going to make a change quite yet, and that's going to bring up the shortstop, number 5, Peyton Robertson, with the bases still loaded here for the red team as they've really broken this one open. It leads 7-1 here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Oros just saw something that Wheeler isn't doing. It looks like he needs to finish out a little bit more in front, and I think that's what Coach Oros was telling him.
We'll see if it worked as Cameron Wheeler throws a first pitch strike. So maybe it did. No balls, one strike your count here to Peyton Robertson. And here comes the 0-1 pitch from Wheeler. Fastball misses up and away, ball one. One ball, one strike to count. And that's been Wheeler's miss today. When he has missed, it's been up and away. We'll see if he can kind of figure that out. Get back in the zone here to Peyton Robertson. But you can't give Peyton something too good to hit because he will make you bet. And the 1-1 pitch. Slider misses up and in for ball two. Wheeler wanted the call there. Not going to get it with the inconsistency of where he's been placing his pitches as the count moves to 2 balls, 1 strike in favor of Peyton Robertson.
Yeah, P-Rob known to be clutch in these situations. Let's see if he can do it again this year.
And the 2-1 pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Looked like Robertson went chasing there at a pitcher's pitch. Not sure Wheeler would have gotten a call, but nevertheless, the count evens up here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, which has already seen the red team tack on 3 more insurance runs and lead this one 7-1. The 2-2 pitch misses just outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes now your count with the bases loaded. We're about to see a merry-go-round here as all the base runners will be running.
What are you throwing right here if you're Wheeler? Do you give him the old heater or what?
It's got to be a fastball here. I'm thinking it's got to be. It's the only thing he's shown and thrown for a strike. And he throws a fastball and it's ripped into right center field. If that gets down, it could be trouble, and it does. That could score 3 runs. Here comes the runner all the way from first, and he's in there without a throw. Peyton Robertson comes in clutch yet again. And I think that they're going to call the inning there. I like that decision as Peyton Robertson drives in 3, extends the red team's lead to 10-1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Out the pitch now for the red team in the bottom of the 5th inning. Number 15, A.J. Irvin. Batting now for the white team is Luke Cole.
And the pitch from A.J. Irving is swung on and missed. That was a hearty hack by Cole. 0-1 goes the count here.
A hearty hack for sure. Came up empty.
And Irving comes set. Delivers the 0-1. Fouled off straight back. Count goes 0-2. No outs here in the bottom of the fifth inning.
AJ not messing around here, coming out with 2 heaters. Just challenging these white team hitters.
0-2 is the count. Bottom of the fifth here, red team absolutely crushing the white. 10-1, white team looking to get something started. And the pitch from Irving is a fastball that misses up and in. 1-2 goes the count. Irving gets his sign, comes set, and delivers the 1-2. Fouled straight back. Catcher not able to handle it. Count remains 1-2.
Looks like Luke Cole is just missing these fastballs. A couple good swings, a couple fouled straight back. We'll see if he can get one out in front here. And it'll probably go a long way because he's taking some big cuts.
As Irvin comes set and delivers the 1-2. Once again, a slider it looks like misses way outside. Good block there by the catcher as the count goes to 2-2. Irvin comes set to deliver the 2-2. The pitch, a fastball taken downstairs. Count goes full, 3-2. No outs here in the top of the fifth inning.
Great at bat here by Luke Cole. Was down in the count, 1-2. Worked it all the way back to 3-2 with a couple foul balls and a couple of nice takes. We'll see what he can do here. You know, Irvin does not want to come out here and walk the guy, especially leading 10-1, while the score does not really matter tonight since they are intersquadding.
And the pitch from Irvin swung on and blooped into right field. The right fielder, the right fielder, Price, able to make a nice grab out there for the first out of the inning.
And that's going to bring up the right fielder, number 8, Warren Lasser, here as he faces A.J. Irvin with 1 out in the bottom of the fifth.
Right fielder Warren Lasser.
That was a good 3-2 pitch by A.J., able to come back, get a little weak contact to the opposite field, and the right fielder was able to make the catch as the 0-0 pitch from Irvin is upstairs for ball number 1. Didn't look too happy with himself after that pitch. Nevertheless, count is 1-0 as Irvin comes set once again and delivers. That is a fastball that misses downstairs. 2-0. Lots of fastballs from AJ today, Judson.
Yeah, lots of fastballs. This umpire, I have noticed, does not like it down left. You gotta go knees, a little bit above the knees, or you're not getting the call here tonight.
Hey, consistency is key, Judson, and he has been consistent. We got to give him that. As Irvin comes set to deliver the 2-0. Ball misses upstairs. 3-0 now the count. 1 out here in the top of the fifth inning.
And you are no doubt going to see 3 straight fastballs here from A.J. Irvin if you can get it back in the strike zone here. Warren Lasser should be loving this spot here. He knows exactly what's going to come. Let's just see if Irvin can put it in there for him to hit.
The 3-0. Fastball in there on the inside corner. 3-1 now the count. Good comeback pitch by AJ right here. Let's see if he can do it again. Maybe let Lasser get a little swinging right here. As the 3-1 misses outside, and Lasser able to draw a walk here with 1 out. And that's going to bring up the top of the order for Team Oros.
Stepping into the box now for the white team is number 4, the shortstop, Trey Richardson.
Trey Richardson, the freshman out of Baylor University. This season obviously cut short like everybody else's due to COVID-19. Nevertheless, We love to see him out here competing for a spot. As AJ Irvin comes set, checks the runner at first, and delivers yellow. Fastball swung on and fouled off over by the white team dugout for 0-1.
And last time Laster was on the base pass, he tried to test the arm of Wes Fultz. Not a good idea to test the arm of Wes Fultz to throw him out from his knees. We'll see if Laster wants to test it again as AJ Irvin delivers an 0-1 pitch that misses just outside for ball one. 1-1 your count.
Irvin looks to get his sign, checks Laster over there at first. Laster gets a little bit bigger of a lead. He wouldn't be surprised if he might want to try and take off again. The slide step from Irvin, the fastball that is swung on. Count goes to 1-2 with one out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Big swing there from Trey Richardson. Came up empty. We'll see if he shortens up here. Behind in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes to AJ Irvin.
Yeah, you could say that swing might even be a little hardy. Irvin comes set. Laster takes off. That ball is looped over to right field, and that's going to get down just inches away from the foul line for a foul ball. Laster has to make his way back to first base, while Richardson was able to stay alive. Count remains 1-2 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
Very close to being a big hit there for the white team, as that would have very easily got Laster to third and more than likely got Richardson to second and put them in a good spot. Unfortunately for them, he has to return to the box, and so does Laster, as the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Irvin gets his sign, comes set, and delivers the 1-2. Looked like a changeup that missed outside. Count evens up at 2-2 with 1 out here. Laster on first base.
Some nice at bats here, back to back for Laster, back to back with Cole, Laster, and Richardson working Irvin pretty well right now, making him throw a lot of pitches.
That ball swung on and fouled off. Looked to be off the inside part of his leg right there. He's gonna need a minute to walk that one off, as Laster took off, but once again on the steal attempt, it was fouled off, and he has to return back to first base. 2-2 is the count.
I think Richardson just saved Laster from being thrown out at second base. That ball was up and in. A great pitch to throw on, and it looked like Laster was a little late getting a good jump because Irvin switched it up and did a slide step. Would have been interesting to see, but the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Irvin checks the runner, comes set, and delivers the 2-2. Laster takes off. That ball is fouled straight back, and that's probably going to hit a car. That ball took off out of the stadium straight back. Once again, Laster has to go back to first base because the steal attempt was fouled off. The ball was fouled off once again. 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Red team leading 10-1 right now. Irvin checks first base, comes set. Laster almost picked off as he looked to be getting a little bit bigger of a lead. Irvin decided to try a pickoff attempt right there.
I think that might be the first pickoff attempt from Generals pitching tonight. A smart move there. Almost got Laster leaning. Couldn't get it over there quick enough.
Good call, Jetson. That was the first pickoff attempt. As Irvin comes set, delivers. Laster takes off. That ball's fouled off once again. Every time Laster tries to steal, it's a pitch in the zone. Too good to not swing at. As Laster makes his way back to first once again, and Richardson looks to stay alive here. 2-2 is the count.
Laster's got to be getting worn out over there at first base. I know I would be.
Laster gets his lead off first. Takes off the pitch from Irvin. No good, says the umpire. Ball. The throw from Foles a little bit late, and Laster finally able to swipe second. 3-2 now the count. Looked like Foles wanted to just hold that ball just a little bit too long. Thought he was going to get the call. Not enough time for that and the throw. The throw was just a hair too late as Laster now takes the lead off second. Irvin steps off, looks to collect himself a little bit. Back on the mound here, looks to get a sign. Comes set and delivers the 3-2. Check swung, popped up, out of play. Richardson refusing to go down without a fight right here, and the count remains 3-2. One heck of an at bat by Lasker. 3-2 count, 1 out here, runner on second base.
One heck of an at bat by Trey Richardson.
Excuse me, Trey Richardson. We all got to knock off a little bit of rest. It's been a while for everybody. Irvin steps off, steps back on. Trey Richardson having one heck of an at bat. You all right, Judson? As Irvin checks the runner, Laster at second base, and the pitch Richardson. Laster takes off the throw. Not in time, a little bit high, and that ball missed upstairs for a walk. Runners on the corners now with 1 out, and that brings up number 2, Jonathan Tapia. Going to be interesting to see what Coach Oros puts on down this big with Jonathan Tapia at the plate and runners at the corners. Wouldn't be surprised to see a steal attempt if I were AJ Irvin and the catcher Les Foles.
Yeah, AJ's definitely got to think about being quick to the plate here. Trey Richardson with some good speed on first base. A tough out at the plate as well. Jonathan Tapia has been hit by 2 pitches tonight. We'll see if he can go and make it a third.
The pitch, bunted, pops straight up. That's going to get down foul, out of play for strike number 1. Not a bad idea if you're Tapia. I kind of like the play. I kind of like the idea.
Absolutely love that. Nobody's expecting a drag bunt in an inter-squad game. That's how you know Jonathan Tapia. He loves this game. He studies this game. He's doing whatever he can to get on base.
Well said. As we see him tonight, take 2 inside pitches off the elbow guard, and then right there tried to get on base once again with a little bit of a drag bunt. Irvin comes set. Richardson takes off. Now ball is fly to shallow right field. The second baseman coming over. No. Right fielder takes the ball. A little bit confusion right there, but almost in the confusion, Laster takes home. 10-2 now in favor of the red team.
Yeah, it looked like Wojtek and Price were not on the same page there. Thankfully, nobody was hurt, and Price was able to come up with the ball. White team does get on the board there. Heads up base runner. And they now trail 10-2 as that'll bring up Mike Williams.
Irvin comes set. The pitch. Fastball misses just outside. 1-0 the count. Richardson looking to get a little bit bigger of a lead this time. Looks like he wants to go. He did take off on that blooper out to right field for the second out. As Irvin comes set and delivers the slide step. Fastball gets away from Foles, and Richardson takes second easily. 2-0 the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, 1 run across for the white team.
Tough play there for Foles. As a catcher, you're never expecting a fastball to skip up there, especially when these pitchers are thrown with some velocity. Very difficult to get down and block those, as opposed to an off-speed pitch that you know is coming. We'll see if Mike Williams can take advantage of that here.
Irvin gets a sign, delivers the 2-0. Swung and missed for strike number 1. Irvin comes back with a strike right there. 2-1 the count. 2 outs, 1 runner on, 1 across for Coach Oros.
Coach Oros definitely can't be happy to be losing to Coach McMurtry. I know it's eating him up inside. We'll see if his team can come back and win it. Trey Richardson takes off for third. The throw from Foles. No one's on the bag. Reese Johnson unable to get over there quick enough. I don't think it would have mattered. Trey Richardson with a big jump swipes third base. And I think that this is something that the Generals wanted to do. They wanted to show off. Some of them wanted to show off that they can steal bases, and they've taken advantage of pitchers being too locked in on the hitter and not on the base runner.
And the pitch from Irvin misses upstairs, and that's going to be a walk for Mike Williams. Runners on the corners once again for A.J. Irvin, who's nearing 25 pitches this inning with 2 outs here.
Yeah, and that's 3 at-bats for Mike Williams and 3 times on base. Just a small sample size of what he was able to do for the 2018 TCL champion Victoria Generals.
Yeah, lots of names that we might see that are familiar as Irvin comes set and delivers a 2-seamer in there on the inner half for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. 1 run across here for Coach Oros from the white team with runners on the corners as AJ comes set. Delivers the sign. Williams takes off. No throw from Foles. Smart play right there with 2 outs. You're probably just going to go across the diamond anyway on a ground ball. I don't mind him not throwing right there, Judson.
Yeah, no reason to throw that one to second base. Williams was there by a mile. Hey, Robertson, they had a sign already that they weren't going to try to throw him out.
That fastball swung on and missed for strike number 2. 0-2 the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th with the white team threatening with runners on second and third. Stephen Bonu's looking to make a clutch hit right here. Get on base anyway, by any means possible as Irvin comes set. And delivers the 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike number 3, and that's going to do it here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 run across for Coach Oros and the white team. 10-2 is your score.
Now on to pitch the top of the 6th inning for the white team, number 16, Dalton Asphalt. He will face number 2, Caleb Molly from the red team to begin the top of the 6th.
Listen up for the red team, number 2, Caleb Molly.
10-2 your score here in an inter-squad game between the red and the white team. Coach Oros' team losing. As first pitch from Asphalt misses outside for ball 1, 1-0 the count now. Caleb Molly, always a tough out. We'll see how Dalton's able to react here. And the 1-0 pitch, a fastball. Looked like a two-seamer in there on the inside corner for strike one. 1-1, now your count. This inter-squad game is scheduled to go 10 innings, so a little bit of free baseball for those of you watching, as that pitch misses outside for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count. Generals will also be in action this weekend when they play Saturday and Sunday against some youth select travel teams from the Houston area. Should be a fun time, and will be free admission courtesy of Homewood Suites, as will all the preseason games. Shout out Homewood Suites. As that pitch misses just downstairs to Caleb for ball 3. He's ahead and looking to get on base yet again here for the red team. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball in there on the inside corner. Perfect pitcher's pitch. As Asphalt works the count full here. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can tell the Generals players are starting to get some rust off. There's been a few misplays out here, mental errors here and there.
Really good take there. A close pitch from Asphalt, and Caleb Molly lets it go for ball 4. And he's on base yet again for the catcher, Wes Foltz.
Wes making some plays with the bat and into the field, making that nice throw from his knees to get the runner at second base just a few innings ago. And he also had the very first hit of the ball game.
Not the start that Asphalt was looking for. We'll see if he can bounce back here as he does on that pitch. A perfect two-seamer at the knees for strike 1 as he gets ahead of Foltz here. No balls and 1 strike. Caleb Molly, also another one of those good base runners slash base stealers for the Generals. We'll see if he's trying to get in motion here. As that pitch looked like an exact same pitch. We're going to call this one just a bit lower as the count evens up here. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just a little bit over halfway through this ball game today, 10-2 the score in favor of Coach McMurtry.
As that slider freezes Foltz for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. I didn't say that, Jake. Just letting you know. And here comes the 1-2 pitch now. As Molly takes off, Asphalt got him. Good communication there, and we're going to see a rundown. They probably need to work on this, so we'll see how it goes for the white team. And Molly is tagged out shortly thereafter by Trey Richardson. Good heads-up play there by Dalton Asphalt to not get too locked into the hitter, because we've seen that a time or two from both teams tonight, actually, where base runners just take advantage of that pitcher, just giving away too much on his timing. Great play there. 1 out now. Nobody on base. And he's ahead in the count of Wes Foltz here. We'll see if he can put him away and get out of this inning. 1, 2, 3. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball frozen on the outside corner for strike number 3. Dalton Asphalt turning this inning around quickly now. 2 outs, nobody on, and that's going to bring up number 6, Brandon Broughton, who's playing first base tonight for the red team.
And if you're just joining us, please give us suggestions on how to make this stream better. We're trying out some new things this year. DM us on Twitter, make a mention in the comments. We'll get back to you.
Yeah, hopefully you can tell the improvement in the camera. We've gone from a GoPro to a little bit something better, I think. It's not perfect, but it's something, and we are happy to do this for you guys. We love being up here and doing it. As it looked like that pitch from Broughton missed downstairs. He's ahead in the count now 2-0 against Dalton Asphalt, who started this inning off a little shaky, but was able to pick off Caleb Molly. Strike out Wes Foltz. We'll see what he can do to Broughton here. The 2-0 pitch is a fastball on the outside corner. Perfect pitcher's pitch for strike number 1. The count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. That fastball in there at the knees for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes your count. Dalton Aspon looking to work a 1-2-3 inning here as he winds and delivers the 2-2 pitch. A slider swung on and missed for strike 3. Nice block by the catcher. Makes a strong throw to first in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom half with the red team ahead 10-2. On to pitch now for the red team in the bottom half of the 6th inning, number 48, Jack Engelman. He will pitch with the red team ahead here 10-2, bottom of the 6th, in a 10-inning ball game here as we're adjusting the camera.
Now batting, Tuffy Dorberg.
And for the white team, stepping into the plate, number 9, Tuffy Dornberg.
Engelman on to pitch for the Generals as the side armor delivers the 0-0 pitch, grounded to shortstop. The long throw not in time as Tuffy Dornberg able to reach on that one. That was a tough play in the hole for the shortstop, Aguilar.
Looks like Reese Johnson actually moved over to shortstop, and Peyton Robertson's now at third base. So a tough play there in the hole for Reese Johnson. Unable to get Dornberg, who was sprinting out of the box, and that'll be 1 on now for number 13, Sam Haley.
Engelman, as you might remember, pitched for us in the first half of the season last year. As that pitch is off of the thumbs down the third baseline, and it's going to be foul. 0-1 goes the count.
And you really can't ask for much more there from Engelman. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a side armor, gets a lot of ground balls. Got one right there, just in an unfortunate spot. If he gets one right here, it could be a double play.
As Engelman comes set, picks off to first, not in time, runner back safely. Engelman gets the ball back. Let's see what he does here. Let's see if he can get a ground ball double play and start this inning off right for him. As Engelman comes set, delivers, ball kicks away from the catcher, Grizafi, excuse me, and that ball got just kicked off the inside of his shoe and went over to the first base dugout. Runner able to advance easily. 1-1 now the count as Engelman gets his sign. Long look in as he comes set, checks the runner back at second, and delivers. Ball skips in there for ball number 2. Engelman trying to bounce back right here after a unfortunate ball that got put in play and just couldn't make the play on it. And now he's trying to just come back right here, get a ground ball, and get out of this situation somehow. As Engelman delivers the 2-1, that is ripped down to left field, down the line. That's going to be extra bases. The run is going to score. There's going to be a play at third base. The throw from Reese Johnson, not in time.
Wow, he can fly. Sam Haley never let up right there. A ball to left field, you don't see too many triples on a ball to left field, but he was flying out of the box, no hesitation around in second base, and he slides in there just in time at third to get the white team on the board for the second consecutive inning now just trailing 10-3.
So that is right angle or something.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting by Sam, as that 0-0 pitch is in there for strike number 1. Oh, we've seen a lot of those balls get hit over there today, Judson, but only a few of them. In fact, actually, I think that might be the first one that actually got in foul or fair territory. As that ball misses just low, count evens up at 1-1. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as Engelman looks to get a couple outs right here. And the pitch, check swing, no go. Ball misses outside. 2-1 now the count. Engelman just needs to calm down right here. Realize he's got a lot of lead to work with. Just try and get a ground ball, let the run score. As that ball is lofted into shallow center field, we might have a play at the plate. No throw. No throw. Run scores easily. First out of the inning, though, for Engelman. That's a big step. Clears the bases. We now have 1 out and 2 runs across for the white team.
Yeah, that ball kept carrying a bit to center field. No real chance out there in center field for Hobbs Price to throw the runner out at home plate. Jack Engelman now settling back in, has 1 away, and he'll face number 12, Luke Cole.
So that number 12, Luke Cole.
White team has cut the deficit to 10-4. We'll see if we can have one heck of a comeback on our hands here tonight.
Boy, that would be fun, as Engelman's pitch is just fouled off toward the third base dugout. 0-1 now the count. Engelman just needs to get his rhythm back now. Nobody on, nothing hurt. As he shakes off the catcher right here, comes set, and delivers the 0-1. And that ball is swung on and line drive over to second base. The nice sliding throw from Broughton, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Nice play.
Now back to Ray Warren Lester.
Two outs now in the bottom of the 6th inning as that brings in Warren Last. And the pitch from Engelman, a perfect one on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 your count.
Warren last year scored the lone run last inning, looking to get something started again as the 0-1 pitch is taken inside, I guess, for ball number 1. 1-1 goes the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runs across on a couple really good hits by the white team. And the pitch from Engelman. That ball misses inside. Catcher not able to handle it. 2-1 now the count with 2 outs.
A lot to be excited for this upcoming season. We're seeing a lot of good arms for the Generals here. Got to remember that they're playing each other right now, so eventually these guys will be teaming up on the same team, trying to take down the TCL. I like the arms we're seeing. Ton of speed out here, some power as well. Could have an all-around really solid team here in a couple weeks, as that pitch just missed outside from England.
The 3-1 is swung on and fouled off. Count goes full 3-2 here with 2 outs, and Warren Laster looking to get on base here. Keep this white team rally going. And Engelman delivers the 3-2, swung on, fouled off. Catcher not able to hold on to it. Count remains 3-2. As Engelman gets his sign from the catcher Rizafi, and the 3-2 once again is lofted into center field. That might have a chance. To the warning track. No, Caleb Molly able to make the play out there in left center field for the third out. 2 runs across for the white team. Score is 10-4 in favor of the red team.
On to pitch now for the white team is number 52, Pedro Garcia. You might remember him from the 2018 Victoria Generals, who went on to win the TCL that year. Pedro now pitches as a part of the Cincinnati Reds organization, out here trying to get in some extra work because, like all minor league players, there's no season for them this year. It's questionable whether there's going to be an MLB season this year. Things are crazy right now. As we begin the top of the 7th inning, that'll bring up number 4, Reese Johnson.
Sitting out for the red team, number 4, Reese Johnson.
And the first pitch from Pedro Garcia, a big righty coming out of the windup, is ripped into left field. Reese Johnson greets him rudely with a sharp single to left to start us off here in the top of the 7th. And that's going to bring up number 14, Hobbs Price.
Yeah, that ball, Pedro just kind of left that over the heart of the plate a little bit too much. Nevertheless, Reese did not give the former champion much love right there after taking the first pitch to left field.
That'll bring up Hobbs Price, who's had a big night for the Generals, as his first pitch he sees is in there on the inside corner for strike 1. Pedro bringing some heat right there. And you know that's a dangerous pitch to Hobbs Price, because he took Chris Foster deep in the 4th inning to left field. We'll see what he can do here as the 0-1 pitch from Garcia. As Reese Johnson takes off for second, the throw from the catcher is not in time. Reese dives in there way ahead of the throw. Picked the perfect pitch to run on there. A slider there from Pedro Garcia that missed up. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count. Long look in here from Garcia. He's got the sign he wants, and he comes set, ready to deliver the 1-1 to Hobbs Price. Fastball way behind on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And Coach McMurtry's team currently leading 10-4 here, looking to get some of those runs back that they gave up in the bottom of the 6th inning here.
And the 1-2 pitch from Garcia. Fastball ripped into right field. Is that going to get down? No. Yes, it is. Over the right fielder's head. Reese Johnson going to be sent from third. The throw's to third base, actually, and they're going to get the runner in plenty of time there. Hobbs Price thrown out at third, but Reese Johnson does come around to score. Probably a smart play out there by the cutoff man, Trey Richardson. Had a somewhat maybe a play at home, but went for the safe out and guaranteed out at third base, and they got him. So that's going to be one away now, and nobody on base for the second baseman, Abram Wojcik. Tough luck there for Pedro Garcia.
Yeah, and it looks like that was Sam Haley out there in right field. Just misplayed the ball, carried a little bit too much for him. Able to make a nice throw, get it in though.
That off-speed pitch from Garcia misses a bit downstairs. 1-0 your count. Yeah, those are the toughest plays for the outfielders. Those line drives that look like they're coming right at you. You make one wrong step and it could fly over your head, like Haley just experienced there. The 1-0 pitch to Wojcik misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, now the count.
Yeah, Pedro, nice enough to come out here, throw a few innings, get some work in. As unfortunately, he's given up a couple knocks, but he should bounce back pretty easily.
That pitch is slowly chopped to the third baseman. Aguilar makes it. No. Excuse me, that was Jonathan Tapia. Slow roller over there to third base. He tried to whiz one over to first, threw it away way up the line, and Wojcik's going to end up at second base on that error by Jonathan Tapia. And that'll bring up number 8, the catcher now, Bryce Brazoffy.
Yeah, that play by Tapia, he just seemed to rush his throw. Honestly, would have been better holding on to it after the slow roller, after he was able to finally get to the slow roller.
Some really tough luck here for Pedro Garcia. Has been throwing the ball well. His defense not helping him out behind him as his first pitch to Brazoffy. A nice looking slider in there on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 to count.
Red team already with 1 run across so far this inning, looking to get that second run back.
And the pitch, another slider. This one bounces off the catcher, and a great read out there by Wojcik as he snags third base on the wild pitch. And the count evens up here to Brazoffy. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tough play for the catcher right there. Unable to keep it in front of him.
As Garcia looks ready to deliver a 1-1 pitch. Pitch is chopped to the first baseman. No play at home. To flip the first in time for out number 2, and that's an RBI for Bryce Brazoffy. Gives the red team, extends the red team's lead to 12-4. But I want to go back to something I was talking about earlier. The thing that I am most impressed with tonight from both sides of the Generals here is the base running. Every guy that gets on base is looking to get the extra bag no matter what. I mean, they might not even be the fastest guy, but they're looking to time up these pitchers. And that's something that's really crucial as you move up levels in baseball. Being a good base runner is something you don't see that often anymore. It's a pitch from Pedro Garcia is in there for strike 1 to Jacob Terwilliger.
You're getting better at the name, Judson. I gotta give you that. You're having some trouble, but I like you powering through it.
It's a really tough name. I'm really trying hard on that. The slider there from Pedro Garcia missed outside for ball 1. 1-1 now your count. As Pedro's got 2 outs here, top of the 7th. He's given up 2 unearned runs so far. See what he comes with here, 1-1. A fastball, a little bit of a grunt in there on the inside corner for strike 2. That's a perfect pitcher's pitch there. Nothing Jacob can do there.
Yeah, Justin, like you were saying, we heard that grunt all the way up here in the booth.
See what he comes back with here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Slider, strike 3. A little bit of enthusiasm there from Garcia as he gets out of the inning. And any further more damage, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Red team leading 12-4.
Welcome back, Generals fans. Isaac Ponce on the pitch for the red team, leading 12-4 against Coach Orris's white team right now. And the pitch from Ponce in there for strike number 1. Good start right there for Isaac.
As it'll be number 4, Trey Richardson in the box now for the white team.
Richardson definitely has some wheels. Don't want to get him on as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. 1-1 goes the count. As Ponce gets his sign and delivers the 1-1. Swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2 goes the count. We've seen a lot of hitters stay alive by just fouling balls straight back, as they seem to just be missing a lot of these pitches. Time from Richardson.
It's got to be tough trying to get your timing back, especially facing some legit arms your first time back. All these hitters are trying to get their timing.
And the pitch from Ponce. Looked good, but misses. Looks like outside. Count goes to 2-2. No outs here in the bottom of the 7th. As Ponce looks to get his sign. It starts his windup. 2-2. Swung on over to third base. The throw in time for out number 1. That was Peyton Robertson over there at third. Good throw. Good strong throw over there to first base for the out number 1.
Peyton Robertson's about as sure-handed as they come in the infield. Also has a cannon. If you're a hitter, you do not want to be hitting it over him. He's a human vacuum. Now hitting for the white team, number 2, Jonathan Tapia.
Irvin, good start. I'm sorry, Ponce, good start so far. And the pitch. Slider outside, misses. 1-0. Now, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red team leading 12-4. The pitch from Ponce. Fastball in there for strike one. Count evens at 1-1. One out here. As Ponce gets his sign, starts the windup and the 1-1. Slider in there on the inside corner for strike number 2.
No messing around here from Isaac Ponce. Just grabs the ball, gets his sign, ready to go. Working very quick. Gotta love that as an infielder working behind a pitcher. And the 0-2 pitch misses just downstairs for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, now the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now the count.
As Ponce looks to deliver the 2-2. Swung on and driven to center field. However, Terwilliger able to make a great grab out there for the second out of the inning. Ponce, the Texas State product, looking really good out here so far in his lone outing.
He's going to have a tough one here as number 41, Mike Williams, steps to the plate. Has yet to be retired tonight. And a nice play out there by the center fielder. We've seen a couple of those balls get behind the outfielders. Terwilliger was able to read that one and make the play.
Williams checks swung. Umpire says, no, sir. Pointed over to Coach Oros. Coach Oros is not going to ring up his own guy. 1-0 the count. And the pitch from Ponce. Fastball taken upstairs. 2-0 now the count. As Isaac Ponce steps back on the mound. Seems to be working pretty quick this inning. And the 2-0 misses inside. 3-0 goes the count. Got to see if Ponce can come back here. As he delivers the 3-0. Fastball taken low for ball 4.
I think Mike Williams was begging the umpire to call a strike there. He really wanted to stay in there and hit. That's his 3rd walk of the game. And Ponce's first of the night. Still 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. Red team leading 12-4.
Two outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 1 runner on. Definitely got to pay attention to him as he gets a pretty big lead over there. The pitch in the dirt looks like 1-0 the count. And that's 5 straight balls for Isaac. He's got to settle in here. Make sure that he throws a strike. He's got a lot to work with. Let his defense make a little bit of a play. Quick pick over to first. Safe. Mike Williams is going back. Just in time. Over there at first base. Ponce checks Williams over there at first. Comes set. The 1-0. Taken inside. Ball number 2. We need Isaac Ponce here to settle down. Let these hitters get some swings in. Ponce shakes off his catcher. Gets his sign. Comes set. The 2-0. Slider in there for strike number 1. Nasty pitch. I like it. He couldn't seem to locate his fastball there the last couple pitches. Threw the slider, got the strike call. That's all he was looking for. As Ponce comes set to deliver the 2-1. Swung on, driven down the line. Williams into third. Cut off by Reese Johnson. Bonu's a solid piece of hitting right there. Able to just flick it over to the left field foul line.
A little inside-out swing there by Steven Bonus. Has 2 on now for the white team with Tuffy Dornberg 7 to the plate. Still 2 outs here for Ponce, but we've seen this again a lot tonight. The Generals not willing to go down easy. Plenty of times with 2 outs we've seen rallies started, especially by the red team in a big 5th inning.
As that pitch misses inside for ball 1 to Tuffy Dornberg. Ponce looking to get out of this inning with nothing hurt as the pitch is fouled straight back. Count evens 1-1, 2 outs here, bottom of the seventh. Coach Oros' team threatening with runners in scoring position right here. Nothing across so far. The score is 12-4 in favor of the red team. The pitch taken outside. 2-1 now the count. 2 outs here. As Ponce steps off, wipes his hand on the mound a little bit, hoping to get a little bit more grip on this baseball. As he steps back on, looking to get his sign. 2-1 the count here, and the pitch. Fastball taken outside. 3-1 now the count. I think Ponce is just missing his location right here, because it looked like the catcher, Grizafi, was set up inside. As the 3-1 pitch misses upstairs, Tuffy Dornberry able to draw a walk and load the bases here in the bottom of the seventh. As that brings up Sam Haley in this potentially clutch situation.
Yeah, just think a grand slam right here brings us to a 12-8 ball game. We'll see if Sam Haley is about that life and can put one over the fence.
The pitch from Ponce taken in the dirt. Ball 1. As Ponce delivers the 1-0. Misses inside, 2-0. Now, Judson, when you're down by this much, you don't really need the home run, the grand slam, because it's not going to bring anything back. You might want to just keep the inning alive, get a base hit.
I was just speaking theoretically. Sam Haley's just doing whatever he can to get on base right here. Like he does right there as he gets plunked in the side, and that'll bring home Mike Williams. As the white team gets on the board here in the bottom half of the seventh, score now moves to 12-5, still in favor of the red team.
And that's going to bring up Ryan Aguilar with the bases loaded and 2 outs here. 1 run across for Coach Oros's. Ponce looking to find it again as Brian Aguilar looks to get a base knock right here. Ball misses upstairs. 1-0 goes the count. That pitch taken. 2-0 the count. 2 outs here. 12-5 our score in favor of Coach McMurtry's team. Coach Orris' team looking to chip away right here. As that pitch is taken outside for ball 3.
Isaac Ponce started this inning off great. Is really struggling to find his command right now. We'll see if he can lock back in here.
That pitch taken for strike number 1. 3-1 now the count. Yeah, we've seen that a lot today. A lot of these pitchers starting off really well and then letting some things happen as that pitch is taken on the outside corner for strike number 2. 3-2 the count. 2 outs.
And here goes the merry-go-round. Everyone will be moving here on this 3-2 pitch.
Ponce starts his delivery. The merry-go-round starts. Swung on and driven. Foul ball right on the line. As the count remains 3-2, and Judson, get ready to see your merry-go-round once again. Ponce gets his sign. The merry-go-round starts. The swing fell straight back. Judson is the 3rd time the charm here. Judson says he has no idea. Nevertheless, we will see it once more. 3-2 count, 2 outs here. 1 run across, 12-5. The merry-go-round. Pitch misses outside. The runner's going to score from second. Wow, and Sam Haley able to go from first to third on that pass ball. Isaac Ponce seemed to forget that there were more than one runner on. There was more than one runners on. 2 runs scored. That makes it 3 runs for the inning for Coach Boros' team. That brings up Luke Cole. Your score now 12-7 with runners on the corners. Isaac Ponce delivers the 0-0. Fastball misses outside. 1-0 the count. Ponce comes set. The 1-0. Swung on and blooped into right field. That's going to score a run. The play at third is in time. 4 runs across here for Team Oros. The score now 12-8 in favor of Coach McMurtry's team. 12-8.
Pedro Garcia back out to work the top of the 8th inning. Your score now 12-8 in favor of the red team. As it looks like it's going to be number 5, Peyton Robertson, stepping up to the plate. We'll see if Pedro can have a better inning than his last time. Maybe his defense can make some plays for him here. As he looks ready to deliver the first pitch to Peyton Robertson. A slider that misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 your count. The 1-0 pitch now from Pedro. Fastball in there on the outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count.
The runs for the red team so far have really come in bunches, whereas Team White has really just kind of come in the last few innings.
Yeah, the white team is definitely gaining some momentum here. We'll see if they can continue that as this game progresses toward its ending. We will be playing 10 innings tonight as that pitch from Pedro misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now the count to Peyton Robertson. And the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses just on the inside for ball number 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Now the count. And 3-1. Fastball ripped into center field. Warren Laister out there now makes the play. Didn't have to move too much. Peyton Robertson squared that one up, but it'll be out number 1 here in the top of the 8th, as that brings up number 2, Caleb Molly, who, as we know, is a very difficult out. We'll see what Pedro's got for him here.
Number 2, Caleb Molly.
And the first pitch here to Molly. Fastball, maybe not. Maybe a changeup that skipped up there for ball 1. 1-0 your count. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on just a bit late there by Molly as he fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike, now the count. Lengthy pause here between pitches. We'll see what Pedro has to offer here. And here's the 1-1 pitch. That ball misses down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike, now the count. And the 2-1 pitch. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, now the count. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. Caleb Molly on base yet again here in the top of the 8th. And that's going to bring up number 41, Wes Foltz.
Batting number 41, Wes Foltz.
As Foltz steps in, looks like we're ready to go here. Pedro Garcia looks in, gets the sign, checks on Caleb Molly over there at first base. And the first pitch to Foltz. Fastball in there on the outside corner for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Slider swung on and missed strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Wes Foltz as he finds himself way behind in the count here. But as we've seen tonight, that hasn't been a problem for most of these Generals hitters. We'll see if Foltz can do more of the same and battle back here. And here's the 0-2 pitch. Slider misses just down. A good pitcher's pitch there. Foltz was able to hold it back, hold his swing back there, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2 pitch from Garcia. Caleb Molly takes off for second. That ball swung on, ripped to the first baseman, who makes a nice play over there for the second out. If that got by him, Caleb Molly would for sure be at third base. Good play over there by Tuffy Dornberg. And that's going to be your inning. You don't see that too often in baseball, but 2 outs is going to be enough to get it done here in the top of the 8th inning. Perks of having an Intrasquad. We are heading to the bottom of the 8th. Your score remains red team 12, white team 8.
Welcome back to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Brett Brown on to pitch. As that first pitch from Brett Brown misses upstairs for ball 1. And we're going to be playing with the camera a little bit this inning as the second pitch misses upstairs again. 2-0 now to count. That pitch swung on and fouled straight back. 2-1 now to count. Brett Brown gets his sign and the pitch. Taken inside, almost got his legs there, had to kind of dance out of the way. Count is now 3-1. And please bear with us with the camera. We're trying some new stuff. Going to try and move it around a little bit as the pitch from Brett Brown is in there. The count goes full 3-2. Your score, red team leading 12-8. That pitch misses outside. Runner took off to first. Hard 90 there. Brett Brown looking to get a double play ball right here.
Now batting, number 4, Trey Richardson.
And Trey Richardson comes to the plate. As the Baylor University product looks to chip back at this game. And the pitch from Brett Brown misses high and outside, ball one. Warren Laster takes his lead off first. Brown checks the runner. The pitch in there for strike number one. 1-1 goes the count. No outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The pitch from Brown swung on and missed again. 1-2 now the count. Good position right now if you're the pitcher right here, Brett Brown. As Brown steps on, gets his sign from the catcher Rizapi. Checks the runner, Laster over there at first. Laster gets a bigger lead, hops back, a slider outside, misses. 2-2 now the count, no outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Laster takes off. That pitch ripped down the third base side. Umpire calls it foul. Two and two remains the count. Laster gets his lead off first. He goes. That pitch is flung into down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. Umpire out to get a few new baseballs. And it looks like we're getting ready to play as Brown gets back on the mound. Laster looks to get his lead off first.
Right there. Right there.
Brown comes set, delivers. Laster takes off. The throw from Gazafi is not in time as Laster is in there easily. 1 out now. Laster at second base for the white team as that brings up Jonathan Tapia. The UTSA product looking to keep chipping away at this 12-8 lead in favor of Coach McMurtry. Tapia steps in. The pitch from Brown swung on down the third base side. Foul ball. 0-1 goes the count. And once again, we are messing around right now, playing with a potentially movable camera. We're going to see how that works this time, so bear with us. I'll do my best to keep y'all updated. As Brown looks to get his sign from Gazafi as Laster takes his lead off second. Brown steps off. Brown comes set. Laster takes off. The bunt attempt misses. The throw in time to get Laster. Peyton Robertson had to put on some acrobatics to get that steal. I thought Laster had the base stolen. Good throw from Gazafi and an even better attempt to grab the throw and tag the runner by Peyton Robertson for the second out. 0-2 is the count here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The red team still leading 12-8. Brown shakes off Gazafi, gets his sign, starts the windup, and the 0-2 is taken for strike number 3. Gazafi throws it around, and we will be right back with your top of the 9th inning. And remember, we are going a few innings extra. Stay with us. The score, red team 12, white 8.
Hello and welcome back to the top of the ninth inning here. We're going to have number 14, Jose Diaz, out to pitch for the white team. We'll face number 6, Brandon Broughton, to get things started here. And as Patrick was saying last inning, we're having one of the other interns mess around with the camera a bit, see if we can move it around, show you guys some familiar faces for those families that are watching your son play. Let us know what you think about the Zoom, where you would like to see some Zooms go in, if any. We take all advice kindly. The first pitch from Jose Diaz misses inside ball one. 1-0 the count. Last year, Jose did play for us on the 2019 Victoria Generals. Saw very limited action on the mound as that ball's chopped to the shortstop. Strong throw across the diamonds in time for out number 1. As I was saying, Jose Diaz, primarily an outfielder last year for the Generals. Very good, another very good base runner. This year coming in, pitching only, and he starts off nicely there. 2 pitches, 1 out, as he'll now face number 4, Reese Johnson, with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Red team leading 12-8. First pitch to Reese Johnson's chopped to the second baseman. Trey Richardson fields it cleanly, throws to first in plenty of time for out number 2. That's just the start that Jose Diaz was looking for. 2 up, 2 down here. As that'll bring up
Number 14, somebody.
Now batting number 14, Hobbs Price.
Gonna bring up number 14, Hobbs Price. And the first pitch from Diaz. Fastball in there for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. And the 0-1 pitch here from Diaz. Fastball just misses off the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good pitcher's pitch there. An even better take by Hobbs Price, who has the only home run so far for the Generals. An absolute bomb over the left field fence back in the 4th inning. That pitch from Diaz is a perfect one on the inside corner. It's working quickly, working efficiently here, ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. And the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike number 3, Jose Diaz, with an impressive 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 9th. We head to the bottom half. Red team leading 12-8.
Nick Johnson on the pitch for Coach McMurtry's team. The left-hander out of Mississippi Valley looking to make quick work of this Coach Oro's part of the order. With Mike Williams, the 3-hole, with a little lefty-on-lefty matchup. The pitch misses downstairs. 1-0 the count, no outs here. 12-8 your score here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Ninth inning. As that fastball misses inside, ball 2. The pitch from Johnson. Swung on and fouled straight back for the first strike. 2-1 now the count. Johnson steps on the rubber. Gets his sign from Gazafi. The pitch. Nasty slider right in there for strike number 2. 2-2 now the count. Changing the speeds a little bit on him. As the pitch from Johnson is a fastball right back up the middle. Johnson unable to grab it, and that's going to be a single for Mike Williams, who continues to get on base 4 or 5 times for about the 5th time tonight. Now up to bat, one of the catchers on these teams, Stephen Bonus, as the pitch from Johnson is a fastball that misses outside for ball number 1. Now Johnson comes set, checks the runner, slide step, fastball, misses low for ball number 2. Johnson gets his sign from Gazafi. The 2-0, a fastball that misses outside. 3-0 now the count to Bonus. And the pitch. Swung on and hit the foul territory over the third base side. Peyton Robertson able to make the play for out number 1.
That was nice. You got that pretty perfect.
That was an odd choice by Bonus to swing. He must have really liked it. Just got under it just a tad. And that brings up Tuffy Dornberg. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. Johnson's going to need to start throwing more in the zone. He's been missing a little bit outside as Mike Williams gets the lead and he takes off. Gazafi had a chance to throw him out, lost the ball. Mike Williams able to take second base easily.
That's good too, Brady.
2-0 now the count. Williams gets his lead off second. The pitch from Johnson bounces in the dirt. Looked to be a changeup right there, about a 56-foot changeup. Count goes to 3-0.
Got him. 3-1. No, 2-1. I'm right.
That ball in there for a strike. Tuffy Dornberg looking to get something in play right here.
2-2.
2-2 now the count. Excuse me. Williams takes off. That ball hits straight up. Johnson has a play. No, Gazafi tried to call it. That was a peculiar play to say the least. It was a Tuffy Dornberg popped that ball straight up. Gazafi unable to find it. Johnson looked like he was going to make the play. The first baseman Broughton wasn't able to come in. Ball ended up dropping. Runners now. It's first and second for Johnson. One out here. Now Sam Haley up to the plate. That ball, a fastball in the outside corner for strike number one. Johnson, good job to get ahead in the count right here. That fastball misses outside. A little bit of a fake double steal attempt. Williams looked like he was gonna go. Ended up staying at second, trying to get Johnson's timing right here. The pitch from Johnson, nasty changeup, swung on and missed for strike number two. Count is now 1-2, one out, 2 on for Coach Oros' team. None across here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 12-8 is your score in favor of Coach McMurtry's team. The pitch from Johnson is a fastball that misses just outside. 2-2 now the count. Johnson now over 12 pitches thus far with 1 out and 2 on. The pitch from Johnson, curveball in the dirt, check swing by Sam. Count goes full, 3-2, 1 out. Wouldn't be surprised if I saw the runners going right now with a 3-2 count. Runner stay, pitch misses outside, and that brings up Brian Aguilar with the bases loaded situation. Looks like Coach McMurtry's team are going to stay back, try and just get the double play at second with the 1 out here, and maybe just take the easy play for the run. Fastball in there for strike number one. Ahead in the count here with 1 out, bases loaded for Brian Aguilar at the plate. Johnson comes set, delivers the 0-1. Fastball in the dirt. Grisafi looking like he wanted to throw back there. Decided against it. Count evens at 1-1. Ones across the board here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. And the 1-1 from Johnson is a fastball ripped down the third baseline for a foul ball. 1-2 now the count. 1 out as Johnson steps on the rubber. We're waiting on him to step on the rubber, and he does. Johnson gets a sign from Grisafi. The 1-2 fastball ripped down the third base side. Almost got a kid over there on the bleachers. Count remains 1-2. Thank everybody for their support tonight on the live stream, as that fastball is swung on and missed. 2 outs now. A big strikeout for Nick Johnson. Bases now loaded for Luke Cole.
Luke Cole.
Bases loaded, 2 outs here, nothing across for Coach Oros. Johnson steps on the rubber, gets his sign from Grisafi in the 0-0. Is a slider taken for ball 1. That looked pretty good to me. It looked like it may have got a little bit too much to the inside. That's probably what happened right there, as the pitch from Johnson is swung on and missed. Count evens at 1-1. The pitch from Johnson, foul down the first base side, gonna get down, out of play. Count goes to 1-2. 2 outs here. Your score is 12-8 in favor of the Red, with the bases loaded for Coach Oros. The 1-2 swung on and fouled straight back. We're going to do that 1-2 thing again. Johnson steps back on the rubber. Gets his sign from Grizzoppi. Comes set and delivers the 1-2. Foul down the first baseline. That's going to get out of play. And we're going to do that 1-2 thing once more. We've seen a lot of batters stay alive when they're down by a couple strikes. Just a reminder to stick with us after this inning for one more. As this is the bottom of the ninth, but we're going to get these guys a few extra at-bats. As Johnson steps on the rubber to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Changeup lofted into shallow right field. The second baseman coming over to make the play. Nothing across for Coach Oros' team as the score remains 12-8. We will be right back with the top of the ninth inning and Judson Scott. Thank you.
Now pitching here in the top of the 10th inning for the white team, number 23, Dylan Turner. This will be the last inning of action here for the Generals. As it's going to be number 13, Abram Boyton. Going to see one of just a handful of lefties so far tonight. Dylan Turner. We'll see what he has here. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch misses up and in for ball one. 1-0 your count. Your count. A 1-0 pitch is ripped up the middle, and that's going to be a leadoff base hit here for Abram Wheatic. As that'll bring up Bryce Rizzafi. Big lead over there at first base for Wojtek as Turner comes set ready to deliver first pitch to, as the runner takes off from first. The throw not in time. Big jump there from Abram Wojtek gets him in scoring position here. Nobody out. Dylan Turner in a little bit of trouble as he's behind in the count as well to Bryce Grazafi 1-0. Your score still red team 12, white team 8. The 1-0 pitch is in there, popped up into right center field. Right fielder coming on, should have an easy play, and he does for out number 1. Good hustle out of the box there from Bryce Grazafi. You don't see that often when someone knows that they popped one up and are more than likely going to get out. Now batting here in the top of the 10 for the red team, Jacob Terwilliger. Getting a lot better at that name. One out here, runner on second base. Dylan Turner comes set, and the runner takes off for third. Wojtek, another really good jump in there without a throw. Didn't even need to slide as the ball got by the catcher, as Turner falls behind here, 1 ball and no strikes. And here comes the 1-0 pitch from Turner. Fastball in there on the outside corner for strike 1. 1-1 now your count. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball gets away from the catcher again, and Wojtek stole second, stole third, and now takes home on a wild pitch as Turner gives up his first run. And the score now moves to red team 13, white team 8. Count 2-1 on Jacob Terwilliger. Favorite name. A little bit of a delay there as the catcher might have got something in his eye. Catching right now is Luke Cole. As that pitch from Dylan Turner misses up and away for ball 3. 3-1 now the count to Jacob Terwilliger. And the 3-1 pitch. Fastball misses away for ball 4. Terwilliger walks here. 1 out, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order with number 5, Peyton Robertson, second to the plate. And the first pitch from Turner, runner takes off. Terwilliger in there safely. Not even close. As Peyton Robertson takes ball 1 and is ahead in the count 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball swung on, popped up in the infield. It should be an easy play. Trey Richardson calling him off and makes the play for out number 2.
No.
As the first pitch here from Dylan Turner misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 your count. The 1-0 pitch, runner takes off for third, swung on and fouled straight back. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now down. Yeah, he's the pitcher this first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan Turner comes set and delivers the 1-1 pitch. A fastball that misses up and away for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to count. Turner set and ready to deliver a 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled straight back for strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to count. And here comes the 1-2 pitch from Turner. Runner takes off from second, swung on, fouled straight back. And Terwilliger will have to head back to second on that foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 10th inning. Red team leading the white team 13-8 in this inter-squad matchup between the Generals. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on, fouled straight back. And he stays alive here, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Turner shakes off. Looks ready to deliver the 1-2 pitch. Fast slider, swung on and missed for strike number 3. So Turner gets out of the inning, giving up just the 1 run. We head into the bottom half of the 10th, our final inning. Red team leading 13-8.
Welcome back to your final half inning of tonight's live stream. Matt Tarones, a lefty, onto pitch for the red team. The first pitch is bunted at, drag bunt, might have a play. He is called out. Close bang bang play over there at first base. Wow, what a play by Tarones to get that throw in as the one pitch and one out. What a start. And that's going to bring up number 4, Trent Richardson, for the umpteenth time tonight. And the pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Trey Richardson in the box. The pitch fouled straight back. Count evens up at 1-1. Trona has 3 pitches so far. Here comes the 4th. That is a slider in there for strike number 2. The score so far this game, 13-8 in favor of the red team, as the 1-2 pitch is low for ball number 2. 2-2 now the count. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight, as the 2-2 pitch is taken for a hit pitch. All right. Tarones now gets to work out of the stretch a little bit. We want to remind you all that there will be live streams Saturday and Sunday as Jonathan Tapia comes up to bat. As the 0-0 pitch misses outside, Coach Oro's team needs to get some runs here as they're down to their final 2 outs. Like I was saying a second ago, we will have live streams Saturday and Sunday. We'll have live streams every home game as that pitch misses inside for ball 2. And we are also planning on having live streams for most every away game. As Tarones comes set, delivers the 2-0. Fastball taken upstairs for ball 3. 3-0 now the count to the 2-hitter, Jonathan Tapia. Tarones gets his sign, comes set. The runner goes. Doesn't matter. Ball 4. We now have runners on first and second for Mike Williams. 1 out here. The lefty on lefty matchup should be entertaining. Tarones gets his sign, comes set. The 0-0 misses outside for ball 1. 1-0 now the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Coach Oro's team threatening, but down by quite a bit. As Richardson takes off, a double steal attempt. The throw would have been there had Peyton Robertson been able to hold on to it. Just hit the palm of his glove, popped right out there. Runners now on second and third for Mike Williams, the 3-hole hitter. Coach Oro's team threatening, down by 5, 13-8 your score. The pitch taken outside for ball 2. Chirones gets his sign from Rizafi, and the 2-0. I'm sorry, 2-1. That pitch misses upstairs. Count goes to 3-1. One out here. You do have a place to put Williams if you are Chirones. Now, give us a couple games. We'll get these names down for sure. As the 3-1 misses inside. That's not the biggest problem, not the worst thing that could happen if you're Chirones on the mound right here. Gives you more options for your defense as Steven Bonus comes to the plate once again with the bases loaded, looking to do something. Last time up, he had a 3-0 count and swung, popped up just over into the coach's box on the third base side as Chirones gets his sign, comes set, and delivers the 0-0. A slider in there taken for strike number 1. One out here in the bottom of the 10th inning. This is the last inning we will be live streaming, but make sure you guys come out and join us on Saturday and Sunday for our live stream scrimmages against a couple 18U teams out of Houston. As that pitch is taken upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 now to count. One out here, bases loaded. Chirones comes set, delivers, slider driven to foul left field. The left fielder unable to come up with it. That was Caleb Molly having to run for days trying to get that one. Just missed it. Count now 1-2 for Chirones. Big at bat for Steven Bonus right here. 1-2 count, one out, bases loaded. Coach Oro's team threatening with Steven Bonus at the plate. Chirones steps off. Umpire wanted to say a couple things to him. He's back on, getting a sign from Rizafi. And the pitch. Swung on, foul ball down the left field line. Up against the fence. Count remains 1-2. And like we said before, this is going to be the last inning we're streaming tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on, fouled off once again. We're going to do that whole 1-2 thing once more. Chirones steps on the mound, gets his sign from Rizafi. Steven Bonus steps out. Chirones already ready as Bonus steps back in. The 1-2. Slider taken. Pass ball. We're going to have no play at the plate. Run scores. That was Trey Richardson able to take home right there on that pass ball. 2-2 goes the count with one out. One run across. That brings your score to 13-9 in favor of Team McMurtry. Coach Oro's still threatening. The 2-2 taken in the dirt. Count goes full, 3-2. Chirones is now 3-2 over 20 pitches this inning. He's had a first pitch bunt for an out, and the rest have essentially been walks. As that pitch is driven back up the middle. One run will score. That ball is going to be not cut off. The throw is cut off by the catcher. Bonu is able to swipe second there. 2 runs in. That brings your score 10-3. With 2 runners on, and the tying run for tonight is going to be Tuffy Dornberg out of Goliad, just a few minutes from here. He was our bullpen catcher last year. We're glad to have him able to get into the lineup, hopefully, as Coronas misses outside. 1-0 now the count. What's it? 2. 2 scored. I think it's just 2. That ball from Dornberg pop fly over to first base, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Coronas looking to get out of this inning with only 2 runs across. The tying run comes to the plate in the form of Sam Haley. He can get something.
Batting number 13, Sam Haley.
If Haley can get a ball into the gap somewhere, it's going to score 1, maybe 2, and keep this ball game alive for Coach Oros. We know the little rivalry between him and Coach McMurtry is they're going to have a lot of bragging rights after this game. And the pitch swung on, fouled over the first base. 0-1 now the count, 2 outs. Your score 13-10 in the bottom of the 10th inning. As Torones gets his sign from Grizafi, the 0-1 slider in there for strike number 2, and it looks like Coach Oros' team is down to their final strike. 0-2 the count, 2 runners on, and Sam Haley at the plate. Torones comes set, the 0-2, fouled off. Haley able to stay alive for one more pitch. We're going to do that 0-2 thing again. Torones on the mound. Haley steps in for the 0-2 pitch. The sign from Grizafi. The pitch from Torones. Taken downstairs. Ball 1. 1-2 now the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 10th inning. 2 runs across for Coach Oros. Your score 13-10 in favor of Coach McMurtry's team. Torones comes set. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and that's going to do it here from Riverside Stadium. Just want to thank everybody again for coming out to the live stream. We will be streaming once again on Saturday and Sunday from Riverside. We just want to let y'all know that we will be streaming every home game, and we're going to try to stream as many away games as we can. Your final score, 13-10. Y'all have a great day. Great rest of your night. Thank you.